What's good? What's good? I think we live right now. Let me go over to the Facebook side real quick. Hold up, because I'm gonna get this going over here. Come on, Facebook. It's always like it lags by probably about a good 10 seconds. So let me go in here real quick. Hit public. Bam. Yep, I think it's about a 10 second. It's about a 10-second lag. All right, close that window. Who we back? What up, Bighorn Kev, my man, young boy? Let me know if this microphone is coming in clear. If it's not, let me know so I can go back out. What up, King James? Let me know so I can go back out and come back in. This microphone's not doing what we think. What up, my brother Logan in the building? We got Vegas in the house. If y'all haven't checked out what Logan does, man, his TikTok be on fire. Go look up Veliano and Co. on TikTok. Man. He got some fire going on over there. Y'all don't even know, man. People think these drivers ain't got no skills. Hey, bro, going to the top. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He going to the top. When you go see what he got over there. Thank you, Melly Mel. Appreciate it, brother. There we go. Appreciate it. We good to go. What up, Daniel? What's good? Triple E, my man. Eric's in the building too. Yeah, man, like I said, we're going to get this live started. I'm glad it's a lot of people coming in early because let me turn the music down just a little bit because I can hear it in my ear. Kind of. All right, let's go to about 22. Yeah, that's about good. 22 is about good. Man, Veliana, hey, man. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, man, if anybody out there ready to do a music video, ready to go out and enjoy your night out on a town looking like, you just rolled up in a Rolls Royce, trust me, you need to check out Veliano and Co. Because if you ain't on that, if you ain't up on things, I'm telling you, you better get up on things. That's that old school. If you ain't up on things, Veliano was doing it. My man Logan making it happen. What up, Kev? What's good? Jesse, my brother, what's good? Man, it's been a crazy few days. Woo, man. And it's been hot out here in AZ. It's been hot. For the past couple of days, I've been getting the food ready for summer and everything, man. I've been out there tanking that stuff with chlorine. The water level was down about a foot from where it should be because I didn't run it all winter. So I got to go take the filters out either today or tomorrow, clean out all the filters, get them nice and white. Once I get the level back to where it can get through the skimmer, run it, man, it's going to be all right. Say Port Florida Richie. There you go. Hey, I'm telling you right here, brother. Hey, if you in Port Richie, that's what my son, he's down in Port St. Lucie. I'm actually booking his ticket for spring break to come to Phoenix. I booked it this morning, actually, so he'll be leaving West Palm Beach, flying to Phoenix, hanging out with me for about a week or two. So y'all might see him on a live stream. He's gotten big. This kid's gotten big since I started YouTube, and y'all haven't seen him in a while. Then he's going back down to Port St. Lucie. But while he's here, I'm going to do some content with him, because my kid don't know how to drive a stick shift. The older one, my 23-year-old, can drive a stick shift. His first car was a stick shift. It was a Nissan S13. It was the Japanese style, so the steering wheel was actually on the passenger side. So my older son grew up driving a stick shift with his opposite hand. So my younger son don't know how to drive a stick shift. So he's coming out for spring break. We're going to spend a few days. He's got to jump in the Jeep. I got the race clutch in the Jeep, so there's no way he can burn it out. So he's gonna learn how to drive a manual with this big ass Jeep I got in the front yard. We're gonna go out somewhere and we doing something, man. We doing something. What up, my brother Chad? What's good? Stan the man. So y'all gonna see some content for how I explain how to drive a stick shift. I already know what I'm gonna say to this kid, because I remember when I first started driving a stick shift, I was like, there's a method to it. So I got to educate him about what a clutch is and how the transmission and the flywheel all mesh together. Once I teach him that part, then he's ready to get into the car. But the way I teach, I need you to kill the car a few times, because you need to know how it feels to kill a car. And if you don't know how it feels to kill it, like you got to, make it stop, make it buck, make it jump. You got to feel all of that so you know what it's going to feel like and how to work through it. Oh, yeah. Race clutch is hard to burn out. This thing's 400 horsepower. In the Jeep, luckily, I got it tuned to where, the wheels are so big. The only way he can burn it out is probably if we try to do a hill. The Jeep is heavy. If we did a hill, that's one thing. But I'm gonna have it to where I want him to kill the car a few times so he can know what it feels like to kill it and how to restart it, get it going again, stuff like that. He's got to understand all of that. Because if you just teach somebody how to drive it, it's gonna be too perfect. You need to screw up a lot, and once you screw up, then you know how to fix it. So I need you to kill the car a few times. I need you to, understand what a clutch is, understand how to kill it, how to restart it. Then we can take off. Then we can go. So what's good? But other than that, that's what we'll be doing for spring break. You guys are gonna get a lot of content on how to drive a stick shift. So if none of y'all ever drove one, you're gonna learn how to drive one. You're gonna learn how to drive one. So it's like, yeah. Triple said, hey, if she needs anything, yeah. And Eric, his mom, they be on vacations and everything. They be traveling. They all over the place, man. I love how they get down. They be on cruises to Cancun, Puerto Vallarta. They out there doing it big, man, doing it big. But yeah, over the past few days, I know I told you guys I was gonna make a video or do a live stream to talk about the big event that we had with PAX. We had a big event. We had about 8 to 10 SUVs out there. I don't even know. I lost count because the entire time I was there, got there, they had the big shuttle buses out there. So with all the shuttle buses out there and the conversion vans, they were running people to and from the big event, the big charity event. We had all the black SUVs on the other side. So we're grabbing people just as quick as the shuttles are grabbing people. And they're tipping us out. They're giving us tips. And, here's a 20, here's a 10. I think Omar got $100 tip. Crazy. It was nuts. But at the end of the event, all of the SUVs that participated actually got $500. So all the rides were free. We gave all the rides for free all night. Whatever tips you made with the tips you kept. It was only a 1 mile trip. So you're at the parking lot, you go, you drop people off and you shoot back. You got PAX in your window, you tell the police, we're here with PAX, because Uber and Lyft couldn't get back there. If you were an Uber and Lyft driver, you had to go to a different area. You had to go drop people off and they had to walk the whole way. But if you were PAX, because we were hosting the event, the people who are building PAX actually hosted that event. So of course, hey, we told the police, well, we're with PAX. Oh, so we're with the shuttle services. It's all free. So we got to go all the way to the front. So people are getting off the buses. You can see all these people all dressed up, all nice gala gowns and everything, and they get off of buses. Then you see the black SUVs pulling up and people getting out the SUVs. We getting out, everybody suited up, opening the doors for everybody. And they're all sitting there like, wait a minute, how'd you guys get black SUVs, but we got this big ass bus? Because I was telling people in the parking lot, when I got there, I don't know how it was going. I just asked the question. As soon as I showed up, I said, okay, so what are we doing? I said, are we doing PAX? Are we doing Uber, Lyft, private rides? What are we doing? It says, oh, everything's a courtesy ride. All these are courtesy shuttles. I says, okay, so if they're courtesy shuttles, why don't we just go tell the people over here getting on the bus just to come ride with us? So that's what we did. I just walked over there and started talking to people, said, hey, we got all the courtesy black SUVs over here. Because at first, everybody was trying to figure out what was going on. You know me. I'm going to talk to anybody. You know me. So I walk up. I'm like, hey, listen, we got all these courtesy black SUVs sitting right over here. So you guys don't got to ride the bus if you don't want to. You can just take an SUV. It was like, oh, hell yeah. I'd rather just take the SUV then. That was it. And that started the whole chain reaction. Once people found out that we were doing the same thing the buses were doing, now $20 tip, 25. I think I made about $80 in tips. $65 to $80 in tips, and then I ended up getting a big ass a ride from the event down to the W. This lady, she gave me $60. Then I got another quick PAX ride, and then the final ride I did for the night. Check this shit out. So I pull up and I tell, and this guy, he's coming to the car. He's like, hey, are these the shuttles or whatever? I said, yeah. He says, oh, we need to go to the W. I said, okay, well, to the W, it's $75. Because we were done. I said it ended at like 10:30 because it was 11 p.m. now. So it all ended at 10:30. So he was like, okay, that's fine. He got his girl in the car. He got in the car. We get all the way to the W. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, it's just $75. And he's like, oh, I thought it was the courtesy shuttle. I said, no, the courtesy shuttle is for like 1 mile. It was, and I said, that ended at 10:30. It was just from the event to the parking lot. It was a 1 mile courtesy shuttle. The W was like 30 minutes south. There's no 30-minute free fucking shuttle on black SUV. So the dude fucking stiffed me. He stiffed me for $75. I got stiffed for $75. He played me. And the girl in the back seat at the time, when I told her 75, she knew exactly what was going on. Because she heard me say 75, and because she was like, they got in, they riding the whole time. They knew the ride was $75. We get to the W. I mean, her mouth is on the floor. She is just like, I don't believe this dude just stiffed the driver. She like just met him because the way they were talking, they just met and they were just going out and everything. So she's sitting there like, wow, I'm actually on a date with a cheapskate who just stiffed the driver. He clearly said 75. The girl knew it was 75. The guy knew it was 75, but he wanted to play stupid till we got to the W. So I gave him my card and I was like, yeah, it's just 75. He was like, oh, I thought it was like a courtesy shuttle. I said, dude, ain't no 30-minute courtesy shuttle. I told y'all to end it at 10:30. It's like 11 o'clock now. Like it was 11:30 by that time. And the girl was, and so when the guy got off the car, he was like, well, I'll just pay you on the card or whatever. And the girl was sitting in the back seat. She was just looking at me like, wow, this dude really just played you like that. I don't even know this guy. He just played you like that. And so when they got out, I was in the valet at W. And so they're standing next to the car. He's like shuffling with his jacket like he's looking for his car, like he's going to pay me or something. And they just walk in the building. To this day, I ain't got shit from that guy. I got played for $75. So that was the last ride I did for the night. I was like, I'm done anyways. Yep. She probably, I bet when they got in the bar, she was probably thinking the whole time, this fucking guy that I just came here with stiffed the damn ride here. He's a cheapskate. He has no money. He's talking all flair and everything. Nobody with money is going to play the driver is the last person you want to play. That's your ride to and from. You don't want to play the bartender. You don't want to play, the people at the front, your waiters or whatever for your food. You don't dine and dash. So therefore, for you to sit up there, to get in my car, to accept the ride, to accept the deal, get to the location, then play dumb when we get to the location. This dude was broke. He was broke. But he left the event. So I'm going to tell you right now, all of these people that go to these really nice events, dressed all nice, got these gorgeous women with them and shit like that. A lot of these dudes are broke. Don't fall for that shit. Like I told people a long time ago in my live streams, Scottsdale is known for fake ballers. That place is known for fake ballers. There's some real people out there, but Scottsdale, when you see these dudes going to Scottsdale doing that, dressed up nice, this and that, but they taking a cheap ass car, trying to cheap way out. And this is what I think. I said, if you kick it with this guy, this is the way my brain works. If you hanging with this guy and you stay with this guy and you kick it with this guy, then this is the type of pussy you got. You attract these type of guys, cheapskates like that. Because when you attract people who got good money, oh, you ain't gonna be sleeping with no random ass broke ass dude that want to play as driver. No, your pussy's worth too much at that point. You're not doing that. So basically, if she ends up dealing with him and hanging with him all night, that's what she's dealing with now. That's why I say, when you dealing with cheap dudes like that, look at yourself and be like, yeah, I ain't letting this dude lay up with me. Hell no. I'm worth more than that. I don't attract that. I'm worth more than that. So he played himself. The whole time, man, he was sitting up there in the backseat talking about this guy. And yeah, I know Richard and, this and that. And I know this guy and, we this and that. And we went here, we were in Vegas and blah, blah, blah. But you can't even pay the driver, not even $10, not even throw me a 20, not even nothing. Man, what up, Big Orange Kev? Yeah, and I'm sitting there like this dude back there talking all this game trying to get this girl, man. And all she thinking about is, this is the kind of guy that I attract. I'm not giving him no pussy. Nope. It's like, for real. Like, this is the kind of dude you attract, the dudes that try to play stupid because they don't want to pay their driver. And she was sitting in the backseat just like wow, because he was going around to open her door and she was sitting there and I'm looking like, this dude did not just tell me he thought this was a free shuttle, a 30-minute free shuttle. You didn't take a 30-minute free shuttle to get to where you were going, did you? No. Since when did you have a 30-minute free black SUV shuttle? Ain't never been a free 30-minute black SUV shuttle in the history of shuttles. But yet you really no, he was playing fucking stupid. And I got played for $75. So that was my last ride, but I was done anyways. I made my $500. I made my tips and everything. So I ended up making like $585. Almost made, that would have put me over $600 for the night. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You win some, you lose some. But that was a lesson to me. That could have been a $300 ride I got played for. That was a lesson to me. Always get your money. Always get your money up front. Liquor Warren said, I made 1,000 yesterday doing 8 hours doing Mardi Gras. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. What up, Jamil? $1,000 doing Mardi Gras. This is what I'm talking about, man. When you out there doing private rides, the apps are not going to pay you like that. The apps won't pay you. You've got to go out there and fight for your money. The money's out there. And I tell drivers, man, you can make 600, 700, 800 in a day. You could do it in a 12-hour day. You telling me you can't make $100 in maybe 7 or 8 of those hours? You can make a $700, $800 day every day. My one client, I showed y'all on my last video, Miss M, she dropped me $100 twice. Each ride was about 7 miles. Each ride was about 7. The second ride was 9 miles. The first ride was 7. The second ride was 9. So she gave me $200 to go 16 miles. I just had to take her to her friends. Then when I picked her up, I brought her. That girl, she's cool like that. Those are the kind of clients I roll with. These are my people. When they call me and they hit me up, they ready to take care of me. Hey, Jeff, man, come pick me up. I need to go to my friends. Venmo says, okay, I just Venmo'd you. Check to make sure you got it. Those are the kind of people I roll with. Little small girl. She always feels safe and secure with me. Always calling me, pick me up. And then you get the big old white dude trying to get him some. And what he do? He ended up playing me. For $75. I'm like, that's why I roll with the people I roll with, not him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He says everything was okay. One of the best, except that little issue that you had. But other than that, we really had a good time. Thanks to all drivers that attended. Oh, yeah. In the beginning, this is what happened in the beginning. See, this is the thing. Jamil writes fucking novels. You need to stop writing novels when you start giving instructions. I'm corporate. I'm a corporate guy. This is what it is. When you send instructions, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it was my bad because I should have known who I was dealing with from the get-go. You know, Jamil, this motherfucker will write a novel when all it takes is like 3 lines. But this is what I learned in corporate. The more you write, the less people read. When it comes to a corporate contract, the more you write, the less people read. Always remember that. My boss told me that shit a long time ago when I was little. The more you write, the less people read. So Jamil wrote this long ass fucking message, right? And it was the initial was meeting at In-N-Out. It was said we meet at In-N-Out at like 5 o'clock or something like that. I don't even know. The message was so fucking long. I really didn't even read it for real. I didn't. And he knows I didn't read it because I told him I didn't read it. It was too much shit to read and I was too busy. So it was a message said 5 o'clock. So I said, okay, I'll be up there about 5 o'clock. Then it was the second message said, or the second thing address said 10:30 or something like that. It said W. So it's only 2 addresses on there. The meetup address at In-N-Out and the W. There's no other addresses on there. There was actually 2 other places we went that weren't listed on that message. So they didn't list exactly where we were meeting up. Like where the shuttles were, they didn't list that, and they didn't put the airport address. So the 2 most important addresses weren't even on there. The place where we actually had the black SUVs, that address was not on there. The actual airport where the event was, that was not on there. The only address that was on there was In-N-Out Burger and the W Hotel. That was the only 2 addresses. That was it. Now, as a corporate executive, because that's what my boss said, the more shit you write, the less people are going to read. Always put the important information on there. All the auxiliary, you don't need it. You don't need all of that. And this is the issues that Jamil's talking about I had. Because I had issues. I was the one, when I initially showed up, I showed up at In-N-Out. Everybody had already left. They left to a place that wasn't on that message. They all left In-N-Out to a place that there was no address for on that message. You had to be at In-N-Out to know where everybody was going. Because when you got to In-N-Out, they told you where they were really going instead of just putting it all in the message. They could have just said, hey, we're going to leave In-N-Out and we're going, this is the address where we're going, or this is the place where we're going. It wasn't in the message. So I said, fuck it. I saw the second address. So I drove to the W, which was 30 minutes south. So I drove all the way to the W. He was like, no, we're not at In-N-Out. We're here. I was like, oh, well, that wasn't even on the message. I just saw In on W. No, W is for later. Well, of course it's for later. Now I see that now if you guys aren't at the fucking W because I'm at the W. So I drove to the all the way back because I was gonna just say fuck it and go home and be done with the night. I was gonna be done, man. So I was like, fuck it. He was like, no, man, just come on up. I was like, all right. So I went on up. I got there. Everybody was kind of standing around trying to, figure out. And as soon as I got there, the first thing I said, what's going on? Like, are we charging for these rides? Because we didn't get a lot of detail in those messages, which is cool. Because like I said, the more you write, the less people are going to read. You have to hit the points. Say this address at this time. That's it. Don't say nothing else. Say this address this time. Then you say this address this time. That's it. Don't say nothing else. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. He said, you forgot to read the middle. That's why I'm telling you, man, when you work corporate for so long, I'm corporate. I don't read shit in the middle. The middle don't matter because you can tell me the middle when I get there. I just need to know the time when I should be there. And then when I get there, tell me all the middle. Don't message me the middle because then I'm gonna have to read it twice. I already read it. Now you're gonna tell it. So just give the message of what time to be somewhere. And then what time to be at the second address. If there's a third address, what time to be at the third address. But when it was a long ass fucking novel. And like I said, it was on me. I didn't read none of that shit because I'm still corporate. Because I still got my old corporate brain in my head to where I don't read shit in the middle. I'll have a conversation about the middle when I get there. Just tell me where to be at what time and I'll conversate about it later. But I know you're more like, you'll tell the beginning, you tell the story, you tell the middle. It's a lot of shit that people are going to find out when they get there. You don't even have to say it. Yeah, exactly. So you hit them long ass novel texts. I know it. I'll be like, man, I can talk for a long time. But to sit there sometimes and to read a message that's like a contract or something that's corporate level, you need to only hit the points. My bosses, CEOs and everything, exactly. They're shortened. They used to call it KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Short, sweet, to the point. That's what my bosses used to tell me all the time. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Short and sweet to the point. Writing a novel, nobody's going to read it. And I learned that in corporate. And he would tell me, the more you write, the less people are going to read. Because when I first started corporate, I had that problem. I would try to explain everything in email. Hey, at 9 o'clock, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do some donuts. We're going to eat these donuts. And, there's going to be forks and spoons and plates. And there's going to be cups next to the donuts when you see the donuts. And we're going to have juice next to the donuts. That's next to the forks and the spoons. And yes, we'll have napkins, which you don't need to say all that shit. Just say, be in a conference room at 9:30. That's it. That's it. That's all you need to say. All that extra shit in the middle, do not put none of that in there. Hello, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, Kev. Man, had great private car this morning. Just wanted to support the driver. We show support drivers. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, he said, that's why I said 4:30 to show up. I know, but I think 4:30 was like people were going to wipe their cars down or something like that. I don't know. It was something. It was something. He says, I want my book signed, Jamil. When you get what I know it. I know it. So wasn't trying to be detailed. That's all. Next time I'll make sure the special notification is just for you. Oh, you don't need no special notification for me. Just tell me where to be at what time. That's it. All that other shit, I don't even read it. Because, bro, y'all got to realize, I think a lot of people forget that I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, and a lot of people around me forget that I'm a YouTuber. You guys all met me on YouTube. I got 2 laptops I'm running content on maybe 6 hours a day. Nobody else on this live stream runs content 6 hours a day. I'm the only one because I'm the YouTuber here. And I think people forget that. They start texting me and they forget Jeff's probably working on content. He's a YouTuber. I got an Instagram that I work on all the time. I got a TikTok that I work on all the time. And plus I answer stuff on Facebook all the time. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not like a normal driver. There's not a lot of drivers that's running 6 hours of content, editing videos, doing live streams. So you got to realize when you're dealing with me, you're dealing with the person you met on the internet. You're dealing with a YouTuber who agreed to deal with you. Now, a lot of people want to deal with me. I got DMs all day long. Jeff, I need to meet up with you. Jeff, I need to meet up with you. Jeff, can we meet up? Jeff, I need to meet up with you. Jeff, do you do private? Jeff, can you meet up? I get DMs of this shit all day and I don't meet up with nobody because I'm a YouTuber. You met me online. This is where I am. And I get involved with a lot of people's lives. Like people see me and they think, oh shit, Jeff's like us. No, I'm not. Unless you're running the channels, I got 2 channels and I'm running 33,000 subscribers on 2 channels right now. 33,000 subscribers on 2 channels. I'm dealing with all of these people all day. I'm answering comments all day. I'm answering commentary. I'm replying to emails. I'm trying to hit text messages. I got private clients hit me up. I'm fixing my shit. Trust me, I don't have a lot of time, so I don't deal with a lot of people. So reading long shit, I'm one of those people that just won't do it. Because you got to remember, I got 300 messages to go through. When I open my TikTok, it always says 99 on TikTok. Because there's at least 300-400 shits I haven't even answered on TikTok. At least 300 or 400. Every time I open TikTok, it says 99. I drop a video with 2,000 hits on that motherfucker in the first 2 hours. I'm a content creator, and I think a lot of people forget that because they're not in my shoes. They don't go through what I go through, and I keep that away from people every day. I don't drag you through what I'm going through every day. I do what I do with these 2 laptops and this phone, and I do all my content, getting my shit going. Everybody else is doing whatever they do. That's fine. You're doing what you do. But you got to realize, if you try to pull me into some shit, you got to think, this guy's a content creator. We're about to drag a content creator who's probably busy making content into our shit right now. So think about what content creators do every day. You guys met me on YouTube. This is where you met me. You didn't meet me in the street. You didn't meet me driving or sitting in the fucking, airport queue. You met me on YouTube. So you got to think, if I deal with Jeff, if I don't keep that shit quick, he's going to read through it and not even pay attention to it, because he's probably working on the video and downloading content, making video, extracting video, got shit going from this laptop, Bluetooth into this laptop, got some from his phone. He's fucking cutting and pasting to put into that laptop. I do that every day, all day. So I don't really pay attention to a lot of shit if it's not content creator based. And I remember when you sent the thing saying, hey, at 4:30, everybody's going to come down and inspect all their cars. I inspect my car at my house because I don't have time to inspect other people's cars. Forget, I'm a content creator. You met me on YouTube. I do content. I don't inspect people's cars. That's not what I do. So if I come to a place, my car is already done. I'm ready to shoot content. I'm ready to make shit happen, ready to make it pop. That's my job. That's what I'm into. I don't do operations. I got out of operations when I left corporate a long time ago. I do social media. If there's anything that's social media related, I'm in it. But if it's operations based, you better make it quick, because I'll read right past that shit and not really care about it. And it's nothing personal. Like, everybody who knows me knows that's how I am. Everybody says, Jeff, he don't answer his phone. He don't reply to a lot of text messages. He don't meet up with nobody, but he's always doing content all the time, because that's where you met me. I'm a content creator. And it's like, man, say, Jeff, what tips you have for people that don't have black cars but no one wants to succeed in this private ride area? Greg, I've got over 1,200, almost 1,300 videos on my channel. With the majority, I only had this truck for the past year. So if you look at all my videos from, not from this year, but from like a year ago, all the way back for another 3 years, is everything you're asking for. You just have to go and type in my search box, type luxury, type in BMW, because that's what I use. You can even type in Jeep. That's what I use. I've only been doing black for a year, but I've been on this live stream for almost 4 years, been driving for about 5 years. So there's a lot of content on my channel that you're going to get money. If you want to drive a car, you're going to get money. That's what you're going to get. A lot of content. Oh yeah, the old vids are good, man, because I put logic in my videos. You don't always hear me just talk about Uber and Lyft. You hear me talk about why I'm doing the things I'm doing in the vehicle I'm at, in the city I'm in. And it's like, and I put that content out there because it's like a book. If you know what's in chapter 1, you can make it to chapter 2. You know chapter 2, you make chapter 3. Chapter 3, you go chapter 4. A lot of people want to jump in at chapter 10 and go, hey, here I am. Well, you still got 9 chapters of comprehensive information that could help you understand why we do things the way we do in chapter 10. And I got a lot of content on my channel that I call evergreen, which means it's good no matter what. I just posted a video this morning into my recently uploaded about me making my own video. 2 years ago, I made my own video with my BMW showing what I put out on Facebook, what I put out on Instagram, what I put out there to show people that I do private rides. I made my own video, my own commercial. Now we have an app called Pax that gives you a 1-minute commercial. That commercial I made was about almost 3 minutes. Pax gives you a 1-minute commercial. I did one for about 3 minutes. And the car I did it in is not black. It's an orange car. I got an orange car and an orange Jeep. I only had the black truck for about a year. So when I made that commercial, that's forever. I still do that to this day. Not only do I do that to this day, but Pax is out now. Pax does that in 2025. What I did 2 years ago, Pax is doing right now in 2025. So when I tell you I'm making evergreen content, I make things a long time ago that are still relevant to this day. They're so relevant to this day, there's apps starting that are doing what I've been doing for the past 2 years already. And I've got documentation of it because you can see it on my channel. I'm not just talking about it. You see it on my channel. You say, holy shit, I like it. And you can hear the words I'm saying. You can see the words you can see the pictures I'm taking in my car. Everything I did over 2 years ago. There's apps coming out right now doing it. Like I told you, I'm always ahead of the curve. So if I did that shit 2 years ago and I got videos 2-3 years ago of Logic and people are just now doing it right now, that means I've already talked about it. A lot of people just ain't seen it yet. You go look at those videos, 300 views. 2025, people are like, oh man, let's do this, let's do that. You go look in 2023, I've already did it. It's only got 200 and 300 views on it. Like, nobody's going through the content to come ahead. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all, a long time ago, y'all knew what I was doing. And I told y'all what I was doing. And I said, this is how, let me see something. And I told y'all that I like to show proof of work and I like to show the outcome. I like to show the outcome. And the way I drive, and the way I've been driving, and I've been showing people how to drive, it was to help people. And I said, I'd like to help y'all. Wait a minute, damn it, it's not doing it. I said, I like to help y'all come up in a way that I'm coming up. And if you follow the methods that I'm doing, if you follow the methodology, you don't stick to the apps, you actually go out and you do shit, do the same thing I'm doing, watch the videos I do, use the logic that I'm using. And it's not even hard, complicated logic. It's just basic logic. So I'm doing basic logic. I tell people about multiple streams of income. Everything I've ever talked about on my channel, I've had out there. And I woke up this morning. Like I said, I woke up this morning, and this is not even, like I said, you guys know I do a lot of cash rides. I do a lot of cash transactions. This is not even the cash I got. This is just what I woke up this morning to in the bank. This is what I woke up to. Almost $22,000 sitting in the bank. And that's on March the 3rd. So all my bills for February are paid. I'm about to start March bills right now. So I got 22 grand to extract from and I don't drive the apps. Y'all see what I do. I don't drive the apps that much. Everything I talk about on this channel, I do, and I show y'all that I'm doing. I don't keep no secrets from y'all. If people don't watch the videos, it's not my fault. That's not my fault. So I'm putting the shit down there. I'm dropping the videos. I'm letting people know what we doing. I'm letting y'all know what I'm doing, the moves I'm making. When I was buying a black SUV, y'all watched me for 6 months looking for a black SUV. I got 2 car notes now. Same mortgage, my insurance, everything. I have more bills now, but I have more money in the bank now, even with 2 cars that I'm paying on. How is that? Because I told y'all, there's ways that I put in these videos and there's shit that I put in these videos to say, hey, on my credit score, shit, credit score is up there. I think I was at a 776. Let me see something. Let me see if they'll show me. I can type in FICO. Okay. But that's my FICO right there. So I typed in FICO and that's what came down. So I'm at a 773. Now, the thing is that when I'm making all these business moves and everything like that, I'm putting all this shit into the content and I'm showing people how I make money. And I say on all these videos, you don't have to follow me. Like Kev said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You don't have to follow me. I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. There's a lot of haters on the channel. Don't follow him. He don't know what he's doing. He broke, he this, he that. He gonna get y'all in trouble. Y'all saw the first time a couple of years ago when I first started, and I said, damn, man, I just hit 10 G's in the bank account. Damn, only had 1 car then. I only had 1 car. I hit 10 G's in the bank account. I was like, damn, I got 1 car. I hit 10 G's savings. I was like, man, this feels good. I got 10 G's I'm sitting on. I'm at 22 G's, and that's only here. That's not counting what else I got. That's just what y'all see in the operating account. That's the money that flows to anything digital goes here. That's all digital money. That's Square, that's Venmo, that's Cash App. What people actually give me physically, y'all don't even see that. Y'all don't even see that. Trust me, I do some big deals where people are just handing you, hey, I put all the shit here. I put all here, everything here. And a lot of people don't look at these videos. I'm giving y'all the playbook. I'm doing the plays myself. I wouldn't tell y'all to do a play that I wouldn't do. So I'm doing the plays myself. And y'all saw when I was sitting on 10 G's. That's all I had to my name was 10 G's. That's it. I had 10 G's with maybe $2,000 in savings. Now I got 17 G's in savings and 22 G's in the bank. That's almost $40,000 I got of just cash. If I needed to go do something right now, I got 40 G's right now. And I've done, y'all saw me when I had like 2,000-3,000 in savings with 10,000 in the bank. Y'all saw me that. Y'all saw me at that point. with one car. So if you don't look at this channel as a building channel, as a growth channel, and you just looking at it for, I'm looking at somebody doing cheap shit rides. I'm looking at, no. And y'all know my YouTube revenue sucks. I tell y'all, I don't get paid off of YouTube. These motherfuckers pay. I showed y'all, I get $13 a day. That's it. I showed y'all that $18 one day. I showed y'all that shit. I'm sitting here for free. My money is in the streets. If I want to get paid, I got to get up and get it moving. You think this shit came from YouTube? No. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed to my membership group. I appreciate everybody who super chat me, because y'all understand the value of time, the value of money, the value of inspiration, the value of this channel. Because when I'm not doing that, when you guys aren't, I'm making like what, $25 an hour, maybe doing like videos, doing live streams. I make like $25 an hour. In the streets, I'm making $200 an hour. Anybody with a brain will say, Jeff, why are you wasting your time on live streams with these people for $25 an hour? Get your ass out in the street, build up to 100K. That's what they would say. But I say, you know what? I take time for my people, man, because not everybody's a self-starter or a motivator. Not everybody's a believer in the process. So I show them the process. I show them how I started with a Jeep, how I went to a Beamer, how I went and bought another truck. 2 car notes, got more money all across the boards and everything I do. How did you get so much money? By staying on my grind and not letting these apps use me as a slave. I know what I'm worth. So why am I going to sit up there and let these apps sit there and pay me 1/3 of what I'm worth? I want it all. If I go do a trip and I know I'm worth $100, $150, you can't give me $60. You can't do it. If I told you I'm worth $150 and you say, well, I'll give you $60, I can't do it. Uber does that shit all the time. Hey, take these people way up here for $140. How much you gonna get out of it? 72? Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Because I'm not gonna let somebody else get rich off my back and eat off my back. I stopped letting people eat off my back a long time ago. And I've been showing y'all that on this channel, how to stop letting people eat off your back and you eat off your own back. And where has it gotten me? Where has it gotten me? It's gotten me to where I paid all my February bills. I'm sitting on 22 G's in the bank, 17 in the savings. So I'm almost at 40 G's right now. If I don't feel like working, I don't have to, but I stay on my grind. I stay on my grind. I grind for y'all. I'm out in these streets. I was out the other night getting played for $75. Jamil know it because I called him. I was pissed off about it. I called him and told him I got played for the $75. But I'm sitting on 40 G's. I got played for 75. Chalk that shit up to a game. That's a lesson I learned. No matter how nice somebody dressed, no matter how fine they fucking girl is, you make those motherfuckers pay you before they get in this car. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. And sometimes it's a hard lesson. It was a $75 lesson I had to pay. So I paid for the gas, the time, the opportunity, and the minus 75. So it cost me way more than 75, but I learned a lot by getting burned for that $75. I get on this channel to make sure y'all don't get burned for 75. I make sure y'all come up. You don't get burned for 20. I make sure you don't get burned for 10. I make sure you get exactly what you work. And if I sit on this internet for 2-3 hours at a shot, knowing I ain't getting paid shit for this, I can go out on the street and get the same. I can go out on the street and get played for nothing. Or I can sit here and help y'all out. So I'd rather sit here and help y'all out than sit in these streets and get fucking played. Because somebody can play me as soon as I say, hey, man, I'll do this private ride. Oh, man, I ain't got nothing. I'll pay you Friday, and never pay me again. Never pay me again. I can get played in the streets. But I'd rather help y'all out. And I've been showing y'all, these are the moves I make. This is the logic I got. All the videos, over 1,200, almost 1,300 videos on this channel showing you the moves I make. No bullshit in none of them. There's no questions to be had. Jeff, why don't you type that in the search box? How can I type that in the search box on my videos? Guaranteed a video gonna pop up. You can be like, damn, I ain't know you talked about this shit 8 months ago. Damn, I know you talked about this shit 2 years ago. Damn, this video 3 years old. I didn't even see this. Listen to it. It's gonna sound just like I sound right now in 2025. Listen to it. And you're gonna be like, man, if I would have had this 3 years ago, I'd be sitting at 22 G's in the bank. I'm still out here chasing fucking Surge all the time. What the hell? I'm giving y'all the game for free. Thank you, Kev, for the super chat, because people like Kev, Kev's like that. I've sent him rides. He sent me rides. We've helped each other out, this and that. He knows what it feels like to have support, to not have support, understand what opportunity costs feel like, understand what it's like to be in these streets. I know one day this car is going to blow up. I'm going to trip over the curb. We don't have health insurance. We don't have health care. I'm 51 years old. If something was to happen to me, I still got over $200,000 I got to pay for this fucking house. I don't have $200,000. I got a long way to go. I got $46,000 in cars left to pay off. 46 G's. Add that to the 200. I'm at $250,000 I don't have right now. So I got to stay on my grind. I got $250,000 of debt hanging over my head right now, and I ain't got no way to pay it. You say, but you got $20,000 in the bank. Where the fuck that's gonna get me? Where's 20 grand in the bank gonna get you when you owe $450,000? I mean, the math don't math with that. So you wonder why I'm in these streets all the time. Wonder why I'm telling y'all to stay in these streets all the time. Wonder why I'm on this internet all the time, letting y'all know, don't let these people play y'all. Go out there, fight for your community, protect your community. This is why I'm always doing this. I don't do this because I'm bored and I ain't got shit to do. This is how you met me. This is what I've been doing since you knew me. You knew me when I didn't even have that car. You knew me when I had the Jeep with no money in the bank. Then you knew me with the car with 10 G's. Now you know me with the black SUV with 40. So you like, damn, this motherfucker been growing the whole time I met him. He been growing the whole time I've known him. Because you never stop evolving. You never stop evolving. Always come up with a plan. Always come up with a new way. I was just saying the other day, right now, summer school's about to let in. A lot of parents still got to work. A lot of parents got to work. Summer school's finna let in. I was telling my neighbor about this. I said, well, when summer school lets in, guess what happens? A lot of the bus systems stop in summer school. Private school and summer school don't have bus systems. Why don't you get parents who you know, advertise in private school programs and shit. Let them know you got commercial insurance if you use Hum or something like that. Let them know they can schedule with you. Let them know something, because buses don't run. And if these parents know they got a solid driver showing up every day with their kid to and from every single day, that's guaranteed money for you. Get you 5 families paying you $100 a week. Guess what? You only doing like maybe 2 or 3 days for each family. So it's like you're doing $50 a trip. All summer, you just making money. Why? Because you decided to say, I'm going to help people out who need my services. You thought around it. You thought around it. And a lot of people, they won't think around it, man. All they're going to do is, oh, well, I'm going to just turn on the app. I'm going to turn on Uber, turn on Lyft. I don't even turn on Uber and Lyft. I'll turn them on like every once in a while, look if it's surge. But when you look and see how many trips I took, let me show you how many trips I took on Lyft. Let me open up Lyft. So far this week, this is what I've done on Lyft. Zero. Last week, let me go backwards. That's what I made on Lyft last week. $98 last week. What did I make week before that? That was the week before that. Like I said, when it's surging or when a black SUV hit, then I'll do it. That was, I think, February I don't know what day that was. February to something. That week. So people ask us, like, well, if you don't drive the apps, how are you making money? How are you making money if you don't drive the apps? The apps get in my way. Shit. When I drove nothing but the apps and all I drove with the apps, I didn't have money like this. The apps had money like that. The apps were telling y'all. The apps were saying, we have record profits right now. We are charging riders higher than ever, paying drivers lower than ever. We have record profits right now. They told y'all the game. So I said, well, shit, why don't I just do what the app do? Why don't I go charge the rider? Pay myself more. I charge the rider straight up. I pay myself more. The apps taught us that. The apps taught us how to go out and market yourself. The apps taught us how to keep our car clean, how to be on time, how to navigate traffic, how to do pick up and drop off. The apps gave you the whole training course. If you ain't graduated from Uber or Lyft by now, when do you plan on graduating? When graduation been there? These apps get in my way. Like I said, I run these apps whenever I feel like it. I don't run them every day. Here's my Uber app right here. Let me see if I could find my Uber numbers for you. This is my Uber week right here. That's Uber. That's this week. I'm gonna show you last week. That's last week. Let me show you the week before that. That's the week before that. 112. Look at that. No days out. Only when it's surging or when they paying me well. The week before that, zeros. The week before that, go thing. I don't know what week that was. I think that was waste management week. That was waste management week, I believe, because I think I'm far back enough. Yep, that was the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So that was waste management week. So And I end up making a pretty good grip on waste management. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't already have a plan to graduate off the apps, you done heard Pedro talk about it, the professor talk about it. You done heard everybody with a brain talk about the apps ain't nothing but a stepping stone, man. Don't get sucked in and think this is a career. Don't get a career. You are the career. You being a driver, that's your career. You're the driver. Uber and Lyft is a platform. It's not a career. It's a platform. Uber and Lyft is a platform, not a career. You are the career. Invest in you. Go out. Get your business cards. Go to Goodwill. I went to the Goodwill the other day. Found a jacket that matched a pair of pants I had. But the pair of pants I had was like, I don't know, maybe Polo, Ralph Lauren or something. And the jacket was like J. Jacobs. And it was like damn near the exact same fucking pattern for $9.99. So I bought it. I got to take all this shit to the dry cleaners to get them to dry clean it all. So when they dry clean it all, then I'll start wearing it. I always take my shit to the cleaners first, get them to clean it, then I'll wear it. So it's going to cost you about $9.99 plus about $15 to clean it. So about almost $30 for a jacket. So I basically paid $30 per jacket because that's what you pay when you go get them from the Goodwill, because you got to go get them dry cleaned. Yep, exactly. And I tell people all the time, man, if you're not planning on, what up, Mr. Gambit? If you're not planning on graduating off of the apps are getting rid of you. Waymo did over 200,000 rides during a period where they only did, I think, 20,000 rides the same period before. That's 200,000 versus 20,000. They went from 20,000 to 200. Are you seeing what I'm saying? They went from 20,000, that's 20K, to 200K for the same period last year. They're 10Xing. They're 10X. Are you 10Xing your client base? If you had 2 clients last year, you need 20 by now. If you had 20 last year, you need close to about 100, 200 by now. If they 10Xing, you got a 10X, because they gonna 10X your ass out of the market is what they doing. They went from 20,000 rides in a certain period to 200,000 in that same period. They getting rid of y'all. They graduating from drivers, but a driver's graduating from Uber and Lyft. We got to get away from Uber and Lyft. They ain't gonna call you and tell you, hey man, we're actually trying to get away from you guys, man. We're trying to get rid of you guys. They ain't gonna tell you that. Uber and Lyft are not gonna call you and tell you that. You need to pay attention to everything that's around. This channel might be small, but I keep it 100. This is not a fake channel. This is not a pro Uber, pro Lyft. No, because they getting rid of us. I can't be pro a shit that's getting rid of us. I'm pro driver, always been pro driver. So if you go out there and you tell people right off the bat, listen, if you want a private driver, if you want me to always be around, if you want me to stay in business, you've got to support me. Just like if you want a farmer to keep farming, you got to support that farmer. If you want a chicken person with eggs to keep having them eggs going, you got to keep going and buying eggs from that person, because if you don't support them, they won't be around. You don't support drivers, drivers won't be around. When that person is relying on Waymo and tech and technology, oh guys, every day, the system crashed today, the Waymo system crashed, Waymo will be down until later. How people gonna get around? Oh man, I got a driver. They call a driver. Yeah, I'm on my job right now. I had to go get a W-2 because nobody will support me. I had to go get a W-2. I'm sorry, I don't even drive no more. What? Are you serious? I gotta go to the airport right now. I don't even drive no more. I was telling y'all to use me, but y'all kept using Waymo. I'm at a W-2 now. You had to find a way to get there, lady. I'm sorry. Well, damn, that was my last resort. He was my driver. When was the last time you used him? About 8 months ago. That's why he ain't your driver no more. If you ain't supporting him, his ass gonna go get money somewhere else. And when you do need him and you do call that driver gonna be like, I work for UPS now. I'm actually in a warehouse right now boxing shit up. Oh, so you can't take me to the airport? I don't get off till like 6 p.m. I can take you out to 6. Oh no, I need to go like in the next hour. I'm sorry. Y'all motherfuckers didn't support me when I was trying to do that. Y'all didn't support me. Like, you don't call a farmer who you don't support to say, hey, I'm here to buy some food. The farmer's like, I don't farm no more. I sold the farm. Why? Because nobody supported me. I had to support myself. So I sold the farm. I don't grow crops no more. I don't have hogs and chickens and shit no more. Y'all stop supporting me. So now I got to go down to the store. We can't even buy from the store. They don't sell it no more. You used to sell it. Yeah, and you used to support me. Shit happens. Telling you, man, yeah, they don't appreciate till it's too late. They don't appreciate it till it's too late. And that's why I'm always, my clients, I love them. I'm gonna tell you, this is one of my clients. I'm gonna see if she wait a minute. Let me see something. Where's she at in here? This is funny as hell. I'm gonna see if I got her in here somewhere. Here she is right here. Oh, wait a minute. She was saying something. I'm reading some of her stuff right here because it's funny. She be funny as hell. Oh, it was too far back. And that's why she ended up giving me $100. I was supposed to pick her up at 9 o'clock. I was supposed to pick her up at 9 o'clock. She says, hey, is it okay if it's 9:15? My room service isn't here yet, so I need to scarf some food down. I said, oh, 9:15 is fine. She says, thank you, and put a big heart up there. That's why the ride was only 7.8 miles. That was it. She gave me $100 because the driver's going to be like, you know what? Do what you want to do. If you need to take some time to eat your food, take your time. I'm just wiping the car down. I'm cleaning the mats off. I'm cleaning the seats. Oh, can I move in 15 minutes? Knock yourself out. 15 minutes is fine. I'll pull up. Normally I charge, like I said, $30-$40. These are short rides, 7-8 miles. $30-$40 is cool. 100. I'm like, damn. She's like, and then she ended up texting me. Hold up. Like I said, I like to show stuff because people don't be believing what we be saying sometimes. And I'm like, I'll just show you. Because a lot of people think we be bullshitting about it. I'm like, no, man, no, this is real. And this is what she texted me right here. She put, wait a minute. Damn it, I hate when that phone is light. There we go. That's better. That's she put. Best driver in the world. $100. Best driver in the world. In the whole world. She said the whole world. Not just the world, the whole world. With $100 next to it. You know why she gave me $100? It was 7-mile ride. $100. Because she just wanted her room service was taking too long. And I said, well, take as long as you need to take. Don't worry about it. Because 9:15 is fine. I text her, I'm just wiping the car down waiting on you. I'm not worried about it. Once I drop you off, I got to go to the airport, do some work there. I'm not worried about it. $100. What would the app would have paid me? No matter what time I would have went there, no matter what, the app would have still paid me the same for 7 miles. They would have gave me like $9 or $10, maybe $11. If it was black, I would have probably got about close to 12 or 13 for 7-8 miles. Black SUV, I would have probably got about $19, $20, $21 for 7 or 8 miles. They don't quite even pay $3 a mile for black SUV. So I turn around, $100. Here you go. Appreciate it. That's what happens. That's how your money multiplies. Your money multiplies in your bank account when you're not doing $5.53 rides. I would have had to do 20 of those rides to get $100. When you're multiplying your bank account faster and you're driving for profits faster, shit adds up a whole lot quicker, So I've been telling people, when you convert a ride, be comfortable with what you're saying. Be comfortable. When I was telling people the other night, I was telling them when we were at the PAX event, people were walking up to the bus. I'm standing next to the guys who are operating the buses. I'm standing right next to the guys who are operating the buses. And I'm like, I'm telling all the people that are standing next to them, hey, you guys can ride this shuttle if you want to, but we got the black SUVs sitting right over there, the same complimentary black SUVs. You speak up on money. You speak with confidence. These dudes, I don't know who these dudes were. I've been in Phoenix for 6 years. Never seen these dudes before. So to me, they're not my boss. To me, they're not authority to me. I'm here for these people. I'm here to transport these people. So I show up at their location where they got the shuttle buses. We all doing the same shit. The black SUVs are actually a business that started by the host of the event. The host of the whole event, we're under them. We are directly under them. We are their investment. The shuttle bus company was hired to help. They're just to help. That's it. They're just to help. So the way I looked at it, the way I was explaining when I got there, because I asked what was going on when I got there, what's going on with these buses, because I didn't know buses was going to be there. Robert and them called them so they can come and help us out. So they're the help. So I went over and I talked to their ass like they was to help. They got big ass shuttle buses. They got this, they got that. I talked to their ass just like they to help. I didn't talk to them like they ran me. I didn't talk to them like they was running. I don't even know these people. Never seen them before in my life. Just a bunch of dudes walking around in suits. Guess what? I had a suit on too. I had a hat. I had an expedition. I had a suit. And we all there for these same people. So I said, listen, y'all can either take this bus right here and y'all got to wait till it kind of fills up, or we can leave right now. We got the black SUV shuttles, complimentary shuttles sitting right here. And people was walking right away from them guys. Them dudes got so pissed off at me because they talked to Daniel. They told Daniel, you guys are messing up our operation. You can't be over here. They didn't tell me that. They told Daniel that. Now, I don't know what Daniel told them, but they told Daniel that. And I was like, they ain't talking to me sideways, because I'll check their ass. I'm standing right in front of their face, talking to people. You know what they did? They got so mad, they cranked this little boom box they had up real loud so I couldn't talk to people. They had this boom box on the ground with a microphone on it, and they cranked it up real loud because I was there talking to everybody, getting everybody to leave the bus and to come to the black SUVs. They got mad at me. They wouldn't talk to me. So they just turned the music up real loud. I was like, you shady motherfuckers. So I started walking way up on them. And I was grabbing people wearing suits, gowns, gala dresses. I'm grabbing everybody. I'm like, hey, Jamil, we got a couple right here. They need a ride to the event. I said, Jamil will help you. He's right there. Hey, Omar. Oh, I got somebody right here. These people, they need a ride. And we was getting tips. We getting $20 tips for taking it. They're free rides, completely free rides. Omar got $100 tip. He got $100 tip, completely free rides. We're giving all these, and they're giving us 20s and 5s. One dude cashed out. He Venmoed me. I gave him my card, and he Venmoed me $5. We was just chatting and talking. He said, "Did you get that?" I said, "Yeah, I got it. A little $5 tip. I appreciate that, man, because it's a free ride. I appreciate the $5. Trust me, I do, because that shit's gonna come in handy when I'm running low on gas or I need something to drink. Hey, $5 come in handy real quick. That's all sparing money in war. That's it. So I don't even know who those people were. I have no idea who those people were. But they knew better than this. They didn't say 2 fucking words to me the whole time. They saw me. I was standing right next to them. I'm grabbing people. 3 girls wearing all black. They came walking up as they were walking. 3 girls wearing all black gowns and shit. I said, hey, you girls. I said, hey, y'all dress way too nice to be riding on this big ass bus. We got black SUVs that y'all outfits match. We got all the black SUVs parked right there. They're complimentary shuttles too. It was like, oh, hell yeah. Let's take the SUVs. Hell yeah. We can ride. We're going to ride like the rich people. And the dudes on the buses, the big shuttle buses, was just looking at me like, this motherfucker, if he don't get away from our buses. I'm like, man, fuck y'all buses. Y'all the help. Y'all are the help. The SUVs are here because the people who are actually running the event, they're paying us. We are PAX. There's PAX people running this event. They're hosting this whole event. That's Robert and all them guys in there. That's Tommy and all of them. They're the ones hosting the event. So don't sit up here and tell us that our operation is in your way. No, you are at our operation. This is a PAX hosted event. This is us. So you can take this big ass shuttle bus and all these little shuttle carts wherever you want to take them. Man, I was mad as hell. Had the nerve to tell us we was in you guys' cars. You can't park here because your cars are in our way. You're messing up our operation. I said, so everybody parked the black SUVs in a row. And I had a picture of it. So everybody parked the SUVs in a row. So I said, okay, so if you're going to make us park our SUVs over here, guess what I'm about to do? I said, I'm definitely about to fucking have everybody over here. Where's that shit at? Because I had it all in here. It's way down here. Yeah, and I said, if all y'all got y'all SUVs, this is us. We had all the SUVs parked all lined up. So I'm like, so since y'all gonna make us move all of our SUVs out the way, guess what? I'm walking over to all the customers. I walked up to I had people. I mean, we had groups of 6, groups of 7. All of these people were supposed to get on the bus. None of them got on the bus. None of them. They was all like, wait, so we could take the SUVs instead? And then, so Siobhan, she was there. Siobhan's got an expedition too. So Siobhan's like, yeah, I live here. So she told me what part of town she lives in. Cool. So I'm getting in the car, and I just recruited these people, and I brought them over to my side. And as soon as they got in the car, I was like, oh yeah, we live in this part of town. I said, oh shit. I said, Siobhan, one of our drivers, Siobhan, she lives in that part of town. Siobhan just so happened to be by the truck. She popped around. She said, excuse me, what? Did I just hear my name being called? I said, yeah. I said, these people in my car live in your area. And the guy was like, oh yeah, we go to the airport like maybe 30 times a year, 2-3 times a month. We got to go to the airport because we do business in Chicago. We fly back and forth a lot to Chicago. I said, well, she lives in your part of town. I said, so I tell you what, here's my card. I said, text me. So when you need her, I'll send you her phone number. And when you get to the airport, I could take you back to that part of town because I live by the airport. So me and Siobhan, we could share that client. When they got to come in, I'm not driving all the way to their house to get them, but she's already there. She can get them, bring them down. When they land, she may not want to drive down. If she's down there, cool, pick them up and take them back. But if you're not, at least you know I'm there. Because I would hate to pick them up at the airport to drive way out there, but I'd do it if I had to. But, and on the way back, so after the night ended, Siobhan talked to me. She said, hey, Jeff, you know those people you picked up earlier? Yeah, I picked them up. She said, so they got my number. I said, I told them to text me so I can give me your number. So I'm glad. She said, yeah, they told me that. She said, hey, Jeff told us that you live in our part of town. Can you pick us up for the airport rides? Yeah. Right on. And Siobhan showed up to the event. So Siobhan, she got $500. She got $500 just for being there. So not only she get the $500 for being there, but she ended up getting a private client who travels 2 to 3 times a month airport. If she gets that ride from where she lives, and it's a long ride, she might get $100 each way. So that's a $200 client per trip day. If she brings them down and I got to take them back, cool, I'll make $100. It's a long ass trip for me, but I'll do it. But she might get $100, $150 each way. All because she showed up at the event. She showed up at the event. She was like, oh yeah, that's right. Uber and Lyft were not allowed at the event. They made Uber and Lyft go to the other area. Uber and Lyft couldn't come because they screwed it up last year. Uber and Lyft screwed it up last year. So all the cops were like, nope. There's no. If you're Uber and Lyft, you gotta make a left and go down the street. I said, well, we're PAX. We're the shuttle service. Oh, you guys are PAX. Oh, you can just pull up to the front door. We dropping people off right at the front door. So they getting out like VIP. They getting out, everybody's dressed in their gala gowns and suits, and the women are nice with their hats and their heels on. And, you're grabbing all the women's hands. You're leading them out of the car like they're stepping on the step, climbing out of the car. It's like a real bougie event, super bougie event with black SUVs pulling up. And then you got the shuttle buses looking like airport shuttle buses and shit, dropping people off. And we like, these raggedy motherfuckers better get out of our way. They the help. And then they had a big bus, like one of those big ass Greyhound buses and shit. And I'm sitting there like, man, they better move this shit up out of my way. There you go, Joker, man. Just did a brake job. That's multiple streams of income. Multiple streams. That's how you do it, brother. Multiple streams of income. Yep, the police only allowed us to come through. So I'm sitting there like, man, if these people don't move these big ass raggedy buses out the way, we had to creep past them, by them. Everybody was loving that SUV feel. They was, hey, can you play this? Can you play some Drake? Can you play some new Drake? Can you play this? We just cruising, blasting, loving life. They wasn't getting that same vibe on them buses. The buses had like disco lights and shit in them. So they was driving around with disco lights. But we got private requests. We giving cards. We're kind of talking about packs, this and that. One dude tapped the phone. And then at the end of the event, I showed people at the end of the event, I'm sitting there cruising. I'm about to pull into this parking lot. So I pull up and the motherfucker pings me, hits me up like bing. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I can't believe that there's a PAX ride right here. Wait a minute. Where is this at? Where is it at? I said, it's a fucking PAX ride right here. As soon as I pull into the parking lot, 2.7 miles, and I ended up getting $23 for like 2.7 miles, almost 7. And that was the base tier. If you have a car, that was the tier I was on that night because everything was complimentary. So if you have a car and you go 3 miles on PAX in a car, you're getting like $16 plus a $7 tip. And the thing I like about the PAX screen is I can see the passengers, what they're doing right next to me. The passenger screen, people love it. It is so easy. As soon as you complete the ride, it pops up on their screen. It shows all the payment options. It shows the tip amount, like the actual dollar amount of the tip you're going to tip. It'll say like 25% with the dollar amount next to it, 15% with the dollar sign, 50% with the dollar sign, custom tip at the bottom. So it shows the percentage of the tip plus how much the actual dollar value of that tip is right on the rider screen. That's on the rider screen. So as soon as the ride ends on PAX, every ride I've done on PAX, 100% of my rides that I've done on PAX so far have been tips, 100%, because they don't hide the screen. Lyft and Uber hides the tip shit. You got to like scroll, you got to do this, you got to move shit over, you got to go to the next screens, you got to do stars, you got to read the fine print just to tip some fucking body on Uber or Lyft, or you got to be used to using it. But when you using PAX, as soon as when you end the ride, it pops up in their face. Bam, this is your ride total. You can tip them this amount, this amount. The tips are huge boxes. The tips are the biggest boxes on the screen. You can't miss them. If you miss a tip on PAX, you intentionally stiff this person. You did not want to tip them because the tip boxes are the biggest boxes on that whole rider app. You open it, bam. I'm like, I like that. That's how every app should be set up. If I want to tip somebody, make sure I want to see the percentage with how much is that dollar. So I'm going to do a math in my head. I want the percentage and I want the dollar amount. I want the percentage. I want the dollar amount. Every app should do that, but they don't. They hide it. So a lot of people, I don't get tips on Uber. I don't get tips on Lyft because people got to find it. They got to track it down. 2 days later, they was like, oh, I got a reminder to tip you. 2 days later, 3 weeks later, I got a reminder to tip you. 3 weeks later. It shouldn't be like that. When somebody gets out of the car, as soon as I end the ride, bam, right in their face. You want to tip this motherfucker? You want to tip this motherfucker? That's what it is. Pax is like, you want to tip this motherfucker? Uber's like, if you tip them, we might not give it to you. Lyft is like, you can tip. DoorDash is like, we're just going to steal your tip, motherfucker. We'll rather pay a settlement. We'll steal your tip. DoorDash don't care. They'll tell you to your face, we're going to steal your tip. Actually, we're going to take your tip and we're going to make it your fare. And we're going to just take all the fare away. So we're just going to steal your tip. Shit, but Pax is like, you want to tip this motherfucker? Here you go, goddammit. They in your face. I love that, man, because they'll do it in the seat right next to me. They'll be pulling up packs and they'll be going through it. And I'm like, they're like, dude, this app is so easy to use, man. I'm like, supposed to be easy to use. The reason why Uber and Lyft is hard to use because they convoluted. They make it to where you can't see anything. You can't find anything. They make it to where you got to jump through hoops and you don't even know what you touched or not. So you think you tipped somebody $20, but you tipped them like 20%. Or you tip them, you think you tip them 20%, you tip them like $2, $1. Ooh, I got a $1, I got a 10-cent tip on Uber for a 10-cent. So I was like, man. So it was cool, man. It was cool. And the thing is, a lot of people that night were downloading packs. When they were leaving the event, I've never seen a new app get so many downloads the night of the event. It was just, even Daniel was like, because they could see the system. They was like, bro, this shit's crazy. It's blowing up. Everybody was, because we got those cards. And when you hover your phone over that card like this, whoop, it pops up and it goes straight to the Play Store. So you can download it. Now, if you already have the app and you do like that, it pulls up my profile or whoever profile of whoever card it is. But when at the event, we had it to where when you hover over it, it just says Apple Store or the Play Store. So they could just go straight down. Everybody was downloading. That's why I ended up getting that ride out of there that night. Let me see if I got to find this shit because a lot of people probably didn't see the video I dropped, which is cool. You ain't got to see every video I drop, but someone will be nice. Hold up. Okay, this is it right here. So this was the ride I was talking about. This was 2 points. It took me 8 minutes, and the guy paid $26 for an 8-minute ride. Hold up. I hate when it does that. Okay, it was $26 for an 8-minute ride. $26 for 8 minutes, 2.7 miles. Out of that, I got 60% of the $26. So I mean 65%. I got 65% of the $26. Plus he tipped me $7.50 on top of that. So that's what that is. So I ended up getting this $23.75 for 8 minutes, 2.7 miles, because the total, and Pax breaks it out for you. It says the total I got paid was 16.25 plus tip of 7.5 equals 23.75. Pax puts it all on the screen right there. There's not a lot of numbers. I love it. It's not a lot of numbers. It's straight. It's to the point. It says, Jeff, the ride it was a $26 ride the guy got. It's $26. So you get 65% of that 25. Okay, cool. Well, there's 16.25 is yours. The tip is 7.5 and you get 23. I mean, it's all like in a row. It looks like a math problem at the bottom. It said this plus this equals that. It's just the most basic ass math problem you're ever going to see. Basic ass math problem. There is no going through screens, lines, dividing, adding, subtracting, this. You don't get none of that shit with Pax. It's an equation. It says this plus this equals that. That's it. I'm like, shit, let's do another ride then. Because what I hate to do is sit down and have to put shit in Microsoft Excel and say, wait a minute, if they saying it was $1.15 for this and $3.75 for that, but this was a discount of this on top of that, and they paid this, but they got discounted that, and it's a promo of that, and now this promo takes away my tip, and now my tip has a surge of this, and man, how much did I get paid? $3.36. Shit. I did all that. Man, it cost me $3.36 to figure out how much I got paid, motherfucker. So I just wasted $3.36 figuring out how I got paid $3.36. I hate them apps like that. It's too busy. It's too busy. Way too much. Way too much. So you need an equation. This plus this equals that. You look at it, it equals $23.75. And you look at the top of the screen, it says $23.75. So you know if you do 65% of the $26 they paid is going to give you your $16.25. And you're like, damn, this shit's way too easy. It's like, there's no way you could be screwed. It's almost, I can look at the passenger's phone next to me and hit, like I said, it's big. The tip screens are big. You can see what they're touching. It's the biggest shit on their phone. Download Pax, download it and book a ride. And you'll be like, damn, this shit's like a kindergarten coloring book. Everything's big as a motherfucker's like, yeah, because they want you to see it. They ain't trying to hide nothing from you. This shit's kindergarten. It's like them big ass crayons you use in kindergarten. They ain't trying to hide nothing from you. Put that shit on the table. Crayon roll off, hit you in the foot. It was like, Pax is like in your face. Pax is like, bam. There's any app that allows you to build your private clients is 100,000 times better than the big apps that always lose the money and credibility. Exactly, Big Horn Kev, exactly. And like I told people, man, we got the two best things we got going right now in Phoenix. The two best things we got going is Hum and Pax. Uber and Lyft are screwing people. The whole maps are red. We got spring training. The entire maps are red, Uber and Lyft. But that's because the riders are paying, but they're not paying the drivers. They're paying all, the riders are like, yeah, man, this trip cost me $83 to go north. Damn, it cost you $83. I got $50 with the $12 surge. That's crazy. So I got $50 with a $12 surge. You still got $33 to $35. Uber and Lyft took away $33, $35. And I had a surge the whole time. Shouldn't this trip have paid me like $60 or $70? But yet the basic trip with no surge is about $50. Now with surge, the trip is $50. It's like, so surge don't really exist then. Y'all just screwing with us. They're just making the screen red, making people pay all of this money, and then saying that we're getting paid more, but we're not. The only time, like I said, the only time I have seen profits, the only time I've seen my wallet, like I said, our wallets were so big during waste management. We had to take breaks from driving to come home to put money up. It was that crazy, but it was all private money. It was private rides. It was not Uber and Lyft. We don't get tips like that on Uber and Lyft. If Uber says we're going to pay you $16, you're going to get $16. You ask the person, how much you pay? Oh, we paid $42. What? Wait, you paid $42 for that trip? Yeah. So they $16 and they going to give you a $5 tip. So you tell me you would have paid $45? I would have paid $45, $50 for that trip. Well, that's the market value for it. The market value for that trip is $45 to $50. How are you walking around with 16? How are you walking around with $16 when the market value is 40 to 45 for that trip? The apps are ripping you off. That's how. So when you sit and you see the app say we're making record profits, we're making record corporate profits. Drivers are being poor beyond reality, right? Drivers can't even function right now. 2 and 3 jobs, quitting to go get a W-2. I tell people, the only time I really had a W-2 that really paid me great money was when I was an executive. Any job I had before I was an executive didn't pay me executive level, so I didn't have the money that I would have. Didn't. I mean, when I was an executive, it was to the point where my bank account was so big, I was scared. I thought they would think I was either a drug dealer, the FBI was going to come get me, somebody's going to come, because I'm a kid. I was a kid at the time. I was so scared. I was taking money out of the bank just so it wouldn't look bad. That's how bad it was. I'm like, they're going to think I'm dealing drugs. We were getting direct deposits so fast in corporate. I was like, another one? Like, holy shit, stop paying me, bro. I'm good. I'm full, man. I'm full. You don't got to pay me no more. You paid me enough, motherfucker. Just stop sending me money. You're going to make me look bad in my neighborhood. And it was that bad. And then when you actually get, like, when you complete a contract, they give you a $28,000 to $30,000 check in one shot. And you got to take that shit to the bank. And you're a little kid. And you're like, I got a $30,000 check in my fucking hand. I'm like 30 years old with a $30,000 check and I got to go cash this fucking thing. You put it in the bank and you just leave it there. And you just wait a few days to see if somebody says it was a mistake or some shit. And you go, it's still there. I guess it's my money. And start buying cars off of eBay and shit. Hey, can you ship me this Mercedes? Motherfucker shipping cars into my house while I'm at work. I know it. Jeff, non-exec pay shit. I have my review in 20 minutes. I'm sure you don't miss it. Oh, Serious Black Thought, man, them damn reviews. Them reviews ain't nothing but a power struggle. It's people who are power tripping. They want you to walk in there and they want you to make them feel like they're important. Like, seems like you've been, showing up on time for the past 6 months. That's good. And they'll pat you on the fucking head. That's good. You can have a peppermint out my jar if you want a peppermint. You've been on time for 6 months. Take a peppermint. And you can even grab one of those little packets of M&Ms because you've been parking in the right parking lot for 6. Take a packet of M&Ms with that peppermint I just gave you. I'd be like, motherfucker, give me my review so I can get up out of here. I'm trying to get more money. I don't want no M&Ms and peppermints. I'm trying to get money. I got to go. Man, young boy, that's why I left, man. When I was 38 years old, I was stressing. I was stressing about my job because corporate is a lot of stress. I was stressing about my job. I had gray hairs already, man. I was stressing. Then I was stressing about me just being a black man in Vegas with a Cadillacs and Mercedes and Escalades and shit and way too much money. I'm like, they gonna think I'm a drug dealer because I come from the hood. The only people that live like this are drug dealers in my hood. I need to get the fuck up out of here. So I was like, yeah, I'm gone. So I left, man. I left. I was doing okay, man. I had enough. I had enough to do everything I wanted to do. So I left. The fuck that. If we do well, we'll give you a 3% raise. Call it a 3% surge. You're going to give me a 3% surge. That's what you're going to give me, a 3% surge. Motherfucker, 3% of $100 is $3. You're going to give me $3 for every 100 I make? Really? You're going to give me $3 for every 100 I make? Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face. Man. And that part, I don't miss my manager breathing out my neck to watch what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's one thing. And that's funny that you say that because I was corporate for about probably, because when I first got to Vegas, 96, about 90, from 98 till 2012, so about 14 years maybe. I don't know. I can't even remember what it was, about 14 years. But even, and like Jamil, he don't even realize it. Like I've talked about it in my live streams and shit like that before, but I think it goes over a lot of people's heads. But like Jamil and these guys, they're really big on wearing ties. They're really big on wearing a tie. Me, I stopped wearing ties when I was corporate. I sold all my ties like my maybe second or third year in corporate. And I just never wore a tie again. It's just any company I would go to an interview. I wouldn't wear a tie. I'd get the job. Everybody would be wearing ties. I wouldn't. They say, hey, Jeff, when you wear a suit next week, wear a tie. I'd come in with no tie. I just wear my shirts, this and that. Have my suit on. I'm clean, smelling good, this and that. People would look right past me. After a while, everybody just stopped bugging me. People just stopped bugging me about it. And I've talked about it in logic. Nobody would ever worry about how I dress in corporate because I was just dressing however. I got my job done. I was one of the youngest execs on the strip. I got my job done. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I made my numbers, always had integrity. Always had integrity. You walk in, you generate any report that's got my name on it, integrity. I told the story about this lady named Ruth one time. I left a company. I was just kicking back on vacation and everything. This lady was like, hey, man, I'll speak to Jeff Watts. This is Jeff Watts. Hey, Jeff, this is Ruth. We're at American Wager. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And that was Leroy Sportsbook. Hey, can you do me a favor? Do you mind coming in for an interview? I was like, sure. I said, yeah, because we're hiring for a position here. And you used to work for Diamond Resorts, right? I said, yeah, I work for Diamond Resorts. That's funny because when you left, I came in behind you. And I was like, who's the guy who used to work in this position? It's like, oh, Jeff Watts. She said, so when I saw your name, I was like, I'm calling that guy. She says, your work is impeccable. She says, I did your position when you left. It was like all I had to do was click a button and everything was done. I was like, because that's how I work. I ran my shit like easy. If you walk in, everything's detailed. Everything's down to the science. Click a button, shit's done. Shit's done. So Ruth called me to pull me into American Wagering. That's how I got into American Wagering. My work. This is 100% transparent. No other apps does. PAX even was very excited. Oh yeah. So she saw my workload. Nobody ever said, hey, if you hire Jeff, he ain't gonna wear no fucking tie. No, nobody said. They was like, yeah, hire Jeff. He knows his shit. You should hire this dude. So I got into American Wagering. Melody Sullivan, she was my boss. She's actually on my Facebook. So she was my boss there. She pulled me in. And we got that place up and running for Vic Salerno and them guys. We did it right. We came in and we got it cleaned up. We did it right. Because nobody was caring if I wore a tie or not. I stopped wearing a tie a long time ago. And it's like, man. So I stopped wearing a tie when I buried my biological dad. He hated wearing a tie. But at his funeral, we cut everyone's tie. Just be done. And like I said, a lot of people like that look. They love it. And I don't mind it. It's like I don't mind people being gay. I don't mind people wearing a tie. I don't mind people being gay. I'm not gay and I don't wear ties. It's just how shit is. It's nothing personal. I don't take that personal. I got lesbian friends. I got gay friends. I got friends that wear ties. It don't make a difference to me. I'm just one of those people that I just don't. I don't even own a tie in my house. I had like Italian silk ties that had the whole little village painted on the fucking tie with clouds and shit in the background. Nice little trees and shit. I had some smoking ass ties. Badass. One day I said, you know what? I'm just not a tie guy. I'm not. I can even tie one. I learned how to tie one from reading the Jet magazine. When I was in high school, I had to wear a tie. So I went into the Jet magazine. It had this whole thing in the back that says flip it. And so I flipped it a couple of times. You pull it through, you take it through the bottom, you pull like this, you straighten it out, and bam, your tie's tied. I'm like, holy shit, easy. This is how you know you're gay. Have you tried it? You know what? I haven't eaten a shit sandwich, but I can tell you right now, I don't like it. I wouldn't eat a shit sandwich. You know, it might taste good. It might to you. I wouldn't eat a shit sandwich. A lot of shit I ain't tried, but I know right off the bat, it's probably something I don't want to do. So when you taste a shit sandwich, you let me know how it tastes. It's like, motherfucker, I don't gotta try everything. Oh, you might like it. Oh, I might not. Eat a shit sandwich. I got 4 dogs. I'm gonna go get a fucking couple of slices of bread, and I'm gonna go pick up some dog shit, and I'm gonna put it on the bread for you, and I'm gonna put cheese on it, and I'm gonna say, hey, have you tried it yet? It might be amazing. Have you tried it yet? You're gonna say, I don't think so. Exactly. So I know that just titles and equal success. Jeff has proved that. 21K in the bank. Shit sounds equal chitlins. Exactly, Kev, man. That's what I say, man. It's your work ethic. Keep that car immaculate. Keep it clean. Keep it smelling nice. And once you keep it smelling nice, you can always use your, let's say somebody wanted you to wear a tie and they just didn't know how to tell you. By the time they're done with the conversation, they haven't even thought that far into it. They don't even care no more because you've been such a great experience for them. The tie didn't make a difference. Something like that. Now, one thing I won't, I've seen people wear suits with tennis shoes. I've seen that before. I'll never do it, but it looks clean on some people. Wearing suits with rubber bottom shoes, it's clean for some people. They wear suits, they wear tennis shoes, walkers or whatever. That's cool. I don't knock that. I don't tell nobody to go out and buy Bostonians. I don't say you need to go get a pair of Bostonians, man. If you're going to drive, you need to get a pair of Bostonians. They stay their way. They're really high quality shoes. You take them to a shoe repair place. You don't buy a new pair of Bostonians. You take them to a shoe repair place. They take them apart and they rebuild your shoe because it's already fitting you. And they give it back to you. It's like having a shoe with a warranty. Bostonians will last you forever as long as your foot don't grow. But I don't tell people to buy those because maybe they're not for everybody. Maybe some people they feel more comfortable wearing flat shoes or whatever, rubber shoes, cool, whatever. That shit don't bother me. Just get your job done. When I left corporate, everybody was so upset. So many jobs I left, people were like, oh man, I can't believe you leaving, man. For real, you got another job, you got a better paying job, man. They need to pay you more to stay here, bro. Man, we gonna miss you, man. We gonna miss you. Because I was one of the only bosses that didn't act like one. I act like I'm part of the team. I don't tell nobody what to do. I never did. Everybody's going to get in where they fit in. Everybody's going to do what's comfortable for them. If you're comfortable, you're going to do the best you can do. I don't have to tell you what to do for you to be comfortable. If I'm telling you what to do, it's to make me feel comfortable. And that's what a lot of the micromanagers do. They would always tell people what to do to make themselves feel like they were really doing something. And it's like, okay, I was never a micromanager. I tell folks a lot, even though you see me on YouTube and you see me driving, you see me in the garage, from the time I was 15 years old doing accounting, all the way till I was almost 40, was my corporate years of accounting and financial statements and everything. So there's a big chunk of my life make up who I am. I'll never not be who I am. You may not see me wearing a suit every day. You may not see me in the office every day. I may not be sitting in meetings every day. But the soul of me has always been corporate. It's been corporate for a long time. The only reason why I'm not corporate is because I don't fit with the new breed of people who are becoming corporate. A bunch of lazy ass entitled fucking people who can't even write in an email 5 things they've done to make their jobs better. Like, what do you do at work? List 5 things you do at work. I could pull up my whole resume. Well, first thing in the morning, I'll make sure I call Steen at the bank. I'll call Steen at the bank. I'll make sure that, there's no wire transfers that we have to put in or put out. I'll make sure that's the first thing I do every day. So the bank talks to me before I even start my day. Second thing, open up, make sure I read all my emails, see what projects we got on deck. If we got, somebody's got an issue with their payments, I get in touch with HR, I get in touch with ADP, the payroll company. I get in touch with somebody, go through my emails. Then I make sure I check all my reconciliation files. All reconciliations for bank statements have to be done first because that's where all your issues occur. When you don't reconcile your bank accounts, That's where you find all your problems. You could be $24,000 short, $24,000 payment. What's the 24 grand for? You got that 24 grand for this, but you never sent something that 24 grand was for. Your account reconciliations make a difference. Now you go through all your payables and your receivables. Did everybody pay you? Did everybody? I can go through 5 things I do every day. What the fuck am I going to be crying for over 5 things I do every day? When somebody tells me, send me an email, the 5 things you do, when they start crying, they don't do shit. They're telling you they don't do shit. That's what they're right to your face. What do you mean? They're trying to change the focus. They're changing the focus. He says, yeah. He said, if I was to wear a towel in the Uber app, I might choke myself. He said, Billy said, I might just choke myself out. Another shitty ride. I got played for $75. These motherfuckers, man. Yeah, but no, if anybody says that, Elon's email was wrong because they were asked what to do, welcome to successful business. A lot of people haven't been you're part of the government. You cannot tell me the government is a successful business when it's $37 trillion in debt. You cannot tell me working for the government is like working for a successful business when it's $37 trillion in debt. There is no business that's $37 trillion upside down calling themselves successful. The government is a failure. It is a failure, an epic failure. You cannot tell any business out there if you are a small company and you're $4 billion upside down. Imagine me being $4 billion upside down but calling myself a success. I'd get laughed at. 37 trillion and you're calling yourself a part of success. No, you're not. Which is why Elon wants to know, what do you do to make this shit successful? Well, I don't do shit. Well, that's why it's not successful. You're part of the problem. You're out of here. Every business has to have a success check. Check who's part of success, who's not. That's it. If you're not a part of success, then you're a part of the waste. You gotta fucking go. I get it because I'm corporate. If I did that in corporate, ask everybody, hey man, anybody who don't send me an email within the next 5 days telling me what you guys or 5 things that you do or whatever, I'm gonna let you go. I really would let them go and not give a shit. I would let them go and just not care. They offered all of these people severance packages. Hey, we'll pay you up for the next 8 months. Just go home. I mean, you ain't doing shit anyways. Just go home. We'll pay you for the next 8. No, I'm gonna keep this job. The only successful people in government are the politicians who are getting kickbacks. Look at all their bank accounts. They're successful. Ain't none of them in deficit. How do you work for a company that's 37 trillion in debt, but your bank account looks amazing? How does it work like that? It's like, how does Uber do Uber and they all profitable, but all the drivers are broke? The balance ain't there. If the employees are doing well, the company should be doing well. If the company's doing well, the employees should be doing well. It is a balance of business. So the American government, 37 trillion in debt, but you got, Waters and you got Nancy Pelosi, you got fucking AOC, all of these people, Jeffries, Stacey Abrams, all of these people are super, super wealthy, but you're running a $37 trillion upside down business. How is this shit even possible? You are a failure running a failed business. You cannot call yourself a success with money in the bank. You're robbing the American people is what you're doing. So if you got to rob people and sit on all this money and call yourself a success story, but the company you working with, the American government, is a sinking ship and you're just throwing gold bars off the Titanic, whatever you want to call it. If that's what you're doing, it's not a successful. It's time to clean house. It's time to clean house. The government is one of the most unsuccessful businesses we've ever seen. 37 trillion upside down. We got to clean house. I'm sorry. We got to clean house. I don't give a fuck. Oh, all these people gonna lose their jobs. Nobody said that shit during COVID when we was all told if we don't wear a mask, we can't work here no more. If you don't take a shot, you can't work here no more. Nobody said shit about losing a job during COVID. It was, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to work here. Yeah, you should be home going broke. Yeah, you don't deserve to eat here. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to come in here. It was a whole bunch of, yeah, you don't, you should, you. Now you same raggedy motherfuckers asking us to feel sorry for y'all. Lose your job. I don't give a shit because you didn't give a shit during COVID. Real talk, you didn't. And don't sit here and pretend you did, because we can go back through all of these posts and find out where you say, yeah, I hope these people, they don't deserve to work. They all deserve to stay home. They all deserve to go broke. They all deserve to be homeless. If you don't want to be homeless, then take a shot. If you don't want to be homeless, put your mask on. If you don't want to be homeless, take care of your kids and just do what they tell you to do. Well, do what Elon told you to do and answer the email. I mean, if that's what we're going to use, answer the email if it's about keeping your job, because you think us, Put on a mask and you keep your job. Take a shot and you keep your job. And we was like, dude, taking a shot is not keeping it. Taking a shot is poisoning yourself. No, we're not doing that shit to keep a job. Sorry, not happening. Not happening. But yet, you telling me to tell somebody what you do every day at this company is a bad thing. You should know what I do. You shouldn't have to know what I do. No. So then go home, lose your job. No, you're getting rid of all these people. I'm like, good. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. We're getting rid of dead weight. We're trimming the fat. We're getting rid of all these people who don't belong working anyways. The government is a failed business model. It's successful for the people who are robbing the government. Very successful for y'all. Y'all eating hand over fist. It's successful for y'all. But when it comes to the American people who the government should be formed to take care of, formed for, the American people are not being taken care of. Our needs and wants are not being taken care of. You guys are shipping in illegals. You're sending our money overseas where Americans' needs and wants are. This business model is backwards. It's fucked up. So therefore, we gotta mess this business model up, mess it all up. So we turn around and we get people in who see that America is a business that need to be run like a business, not a $37 trillion upside down slush fund for a bunch of elites who call themselves democratic leaders, when really it's just a slush fund for these people. A bunch of rich people running poor people neighborhoods into the ground. That's what it came out to be. A bunch of rich elites with billions left and right, billions and trillions and millions and billions. Meantime, the people who voting for y'all living 2 and 3 jobs, can't make rent, living out of cars. Democrats can't even eat. They complain about the price of eggs. The reason why you haven't heard me complain about the price of eggs is because the price of eggs don't affect me. If I want an egg, I'll go buy one. If I don't want an egg, I just don't buy one. I mean, I complain about the price of tires maybe because I go through tires a lot. But I'm not going to complain about the price of fucking eggs. If you haven't done something in your life to where you can buy yourself a carton of eggs, your problem is bigger than the fucking price of eggs. My problem is not generating revenue. I can generate revenue and I can save money. I can be frugal. See, I shop at the Goodwill. So when everybody else is out shopping at Prada and at Chanel and at all these fucking places where they spending, $300 on a bag, $400 on a pair of shoes, $300 on a pair of pants. See, I go pay $9.99 for a fucking suit jacket. Now I got all this money left over to go buy eggs. So why do I complain about the price? I got the fucking money because I'm not wasting it on nightclubs and suits to walk into nightclubs with. I'm not wasting my money. So I never complained about the price of eggs because I'm not broke. Only somebody broke would talk about the price of eggs. Shit don't bother me. It don't even bother Democrats. Democrats use that shit as an arguing point to work up broke people. Yeah, you can't afford eggs, can you? Yeah, thanks to you motherfuckers, we can't. We're going to blame Trump for it, but eggs been expensive for a long time. It ain't just happened in January. It's been expensive. Yeah, but we're going to blame Trump for it. You know what? Actually, I don't even like eggs that much anyways. Don't even bother me. Eggs don't even bother me. Exactly. If you want an egg, just go make one. I mean, these motherfuckers are complaining about the price of egg, but in the very next video, they're in the club, turn up. Shots, shot. Like, you was just complaining about the price of eggs, but you just paid $20 for a shot of alcohol. You could have got the whole bottle for like $7. You could have got a whole bottle of that shit for $7. You paid for a shot of it for $20, and you talking about the price of eggs. You're an idiot. I will never complain about the price of eggs because I know how much I pay for tires. I know how much I pay for everything I enjoy. I will never complain about the price of eggs. Ever. You will never hear me complain. I don't give a fuck if they're $100 a dozen. I'll just go find somebody who got their own chickens and get one. I'll find a fucking egg if I want one that bad, but you will never hear me complain about the price of egg because until people stop paying $20 for a shot, back when shots used to be $11, we used to get beers for $3. These beers is like $16 and shit now. So you complain about the price of eggs, but you don't complain about the price of all the shit that you don't even need. You don't even need beer. Like, why don't you complain about that shit? Why does the price of beer went from $3 to $16? Why did shots go from $8 to $20? It's like, that's a true jump in price. Eggs? I'm not worried about that shit. Go buy you a chicken. Go pick up you a chicken. Yeah, we used to get PBR and Pabst Blue Ribbon for $7. And now look at how much beers and everything costs. Look at how much all this shit costs. But everybody want to talk about eggs. The Democrats who were telling you to complain about eggs are billionaires, millionaires, money in stocks, money in gains, getting kickbacks left and right. These people, they don't even cook eggs. They got chefs that cook eggs for them. And they're telling you to be mad about eggs. This is the funniest shit I ever heard. People like, yeah, egg. You never heard me talk about eggs. Give a fuck about some eggs. Cigarettes went from $8 to $32 a pack. Yeah, exactly. Motherfucker, that's multiplied times 4. That's like 400%. 4,000 or some shit like that. That motherfucker went all the way up to $32 a pack. Now you want to talk about some eggs. Look at the price of eggs. I'm like, are you broke? No. What the fuck are you talking about? Go buy an egg. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And the funny thing is, like you said, fried bologna sound delicious. Every time I go to the store, I buy a 99-cent pack of hot dogs. And I've been doing this for years. I buy a 99-cent pack of hot dogs and I chop it up into little pieces. So each day my dogs get a hot dog. I chop it up in little pieces and I feed them all like a little bit of piece, but they only get one hot dog a day. So for 8 days, 99 cents will feed my dogs hot dog treats for 8 days. This is a pack of 8. So I'll get up in the morning, I'll chop up the hot dog in little sections, I'll put the rest of them back in the fridge, and I'll feed them all their little sections. Like we'll just sit there and we'll just have a little early morning feeding them hot dogs, chopped up hot dogs. 99 cents, that's it. 8 days of treats. People say, well, how do you save money? Because I buy shit for 99 cents that lasts me 8 days. That's how I save money. So you never hear me complain about the price of eggs. I got the money for them. If I wanted eggs that bad, I got the money because I feed my dogs treats that cost me 99 cents that last 8 days. If I go get the big treats, it's $13, and I buy the $13 bag of treats, that lasts me a whole week. So it's about $2 a day. $2 a day, these dogs will eat treats. Not bad. I'll make $2 off of a client while I'm out and about. So I got the money for eggs. When you become an accountant and you become frugal, you learn how to compartmentalize your money. When you learn how to compartmentalize your money, you learn how to trim the fat. So I've managed to trim all the fat. I have 2 car notes. I pay $1,100 a month for my car notes, trim my insurance from $715 all the way down to $378. Took my homeowner's insurance from almost $2,000 all the way down to about $1,300. I trim fat. So when you look at my bank account, look at everything around me, it's because of the shit I've trimmed out. When you learn how to trim shit, you end up seeing the savings. It starts adding up over time. Because y'all remember when I didn't have anything. Then I went to $10,000. Then I went $20,000 to like 17. Then I went to 18, 19. Now I'm at 22 now. Plus I got the cash. So when people don't realize that trimming fat and doing what Elon and Trump are doing is very necessary if we all want to end up with money in our bank accounts. I know it'll work because I do it myself. I do it on a micro scale. They do it on a macro scale. Some people don't know the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Macro means large economics. Micro is like your home economics. It's little. Microeconomics. Your home, your neighborhood, your local economy. That's micro. Macro is world economics. So they're doing some macro shit, and I've done it at a micro level. When you multiply so many times, micro can become macro. So once it becomes to a point you're like, damn, everything is like actually making sense now. You have a lot of people with bad credit. I'm sitting like a 770 right now. A lot of people with bad credit. So if people have bad credit, they don't have no money in the bank, they're working 2 and 3 fucking jobs, that is the last person you need to listen to. Trust me on this one. Do not listen to nobody who's struggling under you, trying to get to where you are. They're pulling you down. Don't listen to them. I say that on this channel all the time. Watch who you listen to, because you might end up in the same boat they're in. Watch who you listen to. When you listen to the people who are under you, trying to get up to where you are, you're going to end up down to where they are because you listen to the wrong shit. I want to listen to billionaires. I want to see what these billionaires think, because we know what the politicians think. The politicians think, well, if we just cover up all of our shit with, like, let's call it, the new project for cleaner air. Give me $2 billion. Let's call it project for cleaner environment. Give me another $4 million. Or the project for, floaty clouds. You start making up shit. Project for floaty clouds. I need $5 million for my project for floaty clouds. We're going to study floaty clouds. And now all these people are rich as shit off of kickbacks and programs because they're creating all this shit. We're creating jobs. No, you're creating shit. You have a $37 trillion deficit business. This is not a successful plan. You cannot tell me $37 trillion upside down is a great plan. It's not a great plan. So all the shit you've been doing, let's stop doing. Let's change it. That's why I tell people, listen to the billionaires. Listen to people who are somewhere. Because if you're trying to get to where they're going to get to and they don't mind sharing their information, this channel, I have always shared information on this channel. Always shared information. I've always had people on this channel that shared information because this is not a secretive channel. If I want you to win, I got to share with you the winning plays. Like I said in my last live stream, you will start seeing in my recently uploaded content, a lot of my old content that I'm pulling forward. It's like I'm going back in time. I'm grabbing shit from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm grabbing all of that content and I'm bringing it forward because we're over 13,000 something. 200 already. Whoops, it flashed. So once we hit that 14, 15,000, these are a lot of people who haven't seen my content before. So they haven't seen that I'm pulling all that content forward for everybody. And this is why we're doing it. Uh-oh. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. Now I'm seeing some. Now we're back. Okay. I don't know why that happened like that. It's really windy today. I'll tell you that much. It's really windy. Yeah, I just saw it. Man, I was looking up this barbecue channel. I came across this live channel. You're talking about eggs. Not barbecue, but eggs. Oh, yeah, it's still windy out there. We're going to have a nice windy day. That was Russian interference. I do it. I got a laptop. You know, these Russians are trying to get my laptop. No, I'm just kidding. These Russians want to get my laptop. Yeah, man. But no, like I said, we had a really great few days, especially here in Phoenix. And like I said, no apps involved. I feel lighter. I feel easier, feel happier. I'm loving taking care of my clients and everything. I got 2 private rides coming up. I got the 4th. I got 2 tomorrow, 1 on the 5th, and then 1 on the 6th. So I still got gaps that I got to fill up with private rides. But each one pays very well. Like if you drive every day, putting gas, wear and tear, beating your car up, putting your car at risk of being damaged and stuff like that, and you're not generating that profit to go put back in the bank, you're driving in a zero-sum game. Think about it. If you drive all day and you still end up in the same spot you was in yesterday, what did you drive today for? For no reason. So when I don't drive certain days, people say, well, why don't you drive for 2 days at a time? You don't drive for 5-6 days at a time. Like you won't even drive. Like you don't take it. Because when I do drive, the day I drive, I'm going to get about 800 that day. The next day I drive, I'm going to probably get about 600-700 that day. The day after that, I'm going to get probably about 400 or 500. So I can drive 3 days in a row and make what most people make all week long, especially on Uber and Lyft. And the profit ranges are way different. And that's what I show on this channel when I'm dropping my videos and showing on this channel, how I drive, the days I drive, the fact that I don't even drive, and somehow I still come up. You got to do other things to make income. On the days you don't drive, those are the days that you got to start your other hustle to get your profits going, your other business, whatever you got to do. Like Joker Man today, he just did a brake job. It's money in his pocket right there. Ain't put a mile on his car. He's got money to go throw in an envelope. I told y'all about that. Always put money in envelopes. And once you seal that envelope, do not ever open that envelope again. I only have one open envelope, and that's money that I put in until I'm done filling it. Seal it. Once you seal it, start a new envelope. But under no circumstances do you reopen an envelope that you closed. If you have to go back and reopen an envelope, that means you fucked up budgeting somewhere. You need to go back to your budget and say, what is causing me to go back to open one of those envelopes are already sealed? Go look at your budget and say, okay, I paid this much. Oh, right here, man. I shouldn't have did that. Now you got to sacrifice. Because you shouldn't have did that and that. Those 2 things are causing you to go back into the envelope. I even spread out my dental work over the past year. I'm done with the dentist for a while now because I did all my dental work all over. I spread it all out because I wanted to maintain a certain budget. So I spread it all out. Each time I would do this, I would do that, I would do this. Now it's to the point where I got everything done and I'm still sitting okay. Because if you don't run your house off of a budget, you don't run your life off of a budget, then you're living by the seat of your pants and you have nothing to anchor to. My budget is my anchor. If I go off budget, I know I'm fucked up. Right now, I got all these dog treats on the table in there. The dog treats are pretty much coming. I got one box I haven't even opened yet. The rest are coming down to the final of it. But it's been a while since I bought dog treats like that. Dog food, everything is on a budget, even stuff like that. When you say, I'm going to spend money when I get it, that means you'll never save it. If you're not sticking to a budget, you have no process of savings. A budget will create a savings plan. Me, I don't buy anything outside of what's on the budget. Even in my phone, when I open my phone up, I'll go, like I can go in here and I can look at my list. Whoops, that's not the list. Where's my list at? Where's my list? So I go into my list. I'll open it. Like on today's, I got candles. I'll get 2 candles and drink mix. Because I do my little drink mix that I put in my little vitamin C drink mix stuff. That's all I have on my list. And I got, for the upper part of the list, I got vests for driving. So every time I go to the Goodwill, I look through the vests. So yesterday there were 3 medium vests there. I need like the XL vest, 2X and XL vest. So I went and they only had 3 medium vests. That's cool. I could have went to another Goodwill, but I was just in the area. I just wanted to check it out. So I looked and it wasn't none there. I said, whatever. It's a hit or miss. You can walk in there sometimes. It ain't shit you're looking for. You just leave. But I know the Goodwill's got good shit because I donate to them all the fucking time. So they got tons of good stuff there. Suits, pants, whatever. Sometimes when you get something off the rack, you got to look it over. Get it. Make sure ain't no holes in it because sometimes it'll snag on some shit. Like when people are donating or moving stuff around, it'll snag on something. If it's snagged, don't buy it because once a thread starts coming out, it's going to just deteriorate. It's done. So you sit there, you kind of look it over. You like it, buy it. If you don't, gun. Medium, I don't wear it. So I got to get vest for driving, 2 candles, and drink mix. That's all that's on my list. I cannot buy anything outside of this list. When I go to Walmart, you walk in and you walk out with whatever's on this list. Because if you walk in and you say, hey, I'm going to go in there, and I'm just going to shop for whatever I think about. You're never going to stick to budget. You're never going to have money. I can walk in Walmart, spend $30 and be out. Back before I was doing budgeting, back when I was younger, I would walk in Walmart with no budget. Oh man, I like this. Ooh, I could use one of these. Oh man, this looks cool. Oh man, this price is so low. I wonder how these taste. That used to be my Walmart trip back before I had a budget. I didn't have money like that. I was like, man, why is every time I walk in here, I'm leaving it's like $117, $121, but I'm only coming here for 2 or 3 fucking things. Already got cookies, man. The other day, all I bought was, I had to go buy, because I'm down to my last bag of chocolate chips. You need to have at least 2 bags of chocolate chips in your house. I bake cookies all the time. So I'm down to 1 bag of chocolate chips. So I went and bought another bag. Now I'm back to 2 bags of chocolate chips. So I'll probably make chips sometimes this week. I don't know. I'll make cookies sometimes this week. I got tons of brown sugar. I got tons of flour. I got tons of vanilla extract. I got everything I need to make cookies. But when I get down to my last bag of cookies, my last bag of chocolate chips, that's danger zone. Your last bag means over the next week, you better go buy another bag. You're down to your last bag of chocolate chips. Go get another bag. It needs to always be 2 bags in there because you might not go to the store and now you're down to none. You have no bags of chocolate chips and you just made your last thing. And now you're on the hot seat because when you want cookies again, now you got to go actually buy chips. You have to buy chips to make cookies. I make cookies now when I want to because I keep chocolate chips in there. So if I feel like making them when I get off this live stream, I can walk in there, grab the big bowl, throw the flour in, sugar, brown sugar, all my shit, get going. I can make cookies because I got 2 bags in there. The worst is when you don't have no chocolate chips in the house and you like, shit, I want some cookies. But you ain't got no chocolate chips in the house because you ran out. Screwed up. Lotion, always buy 3 things of lotion. Toothpaste, 3 things of toothpaste. Body wash, 2 things of body wash. You always buy shit in doubles. Fabric softener, I got a whole thing of laundry detergent I ain't even open yet. I'm still on the one that because never buy it when you need it. At that point, the price is not negotiable. See, I buy shit before I need it. I buy it when I want to, just to get it out the way, just to store it somewhere. That way, if I show up one day and the shit's not on sale no more, I'm screwed because now I need it and I have to buy that price now. So I tell people, man, you gotta know how to work a budget and be okay because a lot of people, they don't run. It's a foreign word. And once you become an adult, you say, hey, I just want to do what I want to do. What's up, Tom? I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want to have a budget. I'm the grown up. Nobody can tell me how to spend my money. You end up with nothing. And a lot of people will tell you, even people from Facebook who are listening to me on Facebook, y'all know a few years back when I was living in St. Louis, I showed on St. Louis because I always show my bank account. I've always done that to show people where I am in life. I was dealing with some people back then. And everybody on Facebook knows I can't bullshit. I can't lie because it's still documented on Facebook. I had $11.52 in my bank account. I had $11.52 in my bank account in 2017. It's on my Facebook. I can't even lie about it. $11.52. I was dealing with some people back then. When I left those people, where am I sitting at now? I got $22,000 in the bank, $17,000 in savings now. So how do I go from $11.52 in the bank to almost $40,000 in cash on me? Lose certain people around you. That's how you do it. Everybody shouldn't be around you. Some people are holding you back from your true destiny. Some people are holding you back from the wealth that you deserve. Some people don't budget right. They're bad with money. They don't know how to do shit. And they want to put it all on you as if you're the bad person. I think I proved who I am. I am the accountant. I proved who I am. I am better with money. And when you're better with money, you have a much peaceful existence. I wake up happy. I wake up. I don't even use an alarm. If I don't have a client, I don't use an alarm. I wake up when my dog wakes me up. If he's moving too much, it's time to get up. That's when I wake up. I don't have to get up and go to a job. I don't have to get up and hurry up and turn on the app to catch it. I don't have to do that if I don't want to. When you budget your life right, you buy your own time back. You buy your time back, and now you own your time. Today is my time, and I choose to spend it with y'all. 2 hours on this live stream, I spend it with y'all. Thank you, Big Orange Cave. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Since my mom makes me cookies, but since Jeff saw her at the dispensary buying my new shirt, I feel a little funny after I eat. I forgot about that. Oh, man. My mom makes me cookies, but since Jeff saw her at the dispensary buying my new shirt with the weed symbols on it, I feel a little funny after eating them now. Kev, you too fast, brother. You too quick, man. You too quick. I forgot all about that shirt. That was on time. That was perfect. You showed her eating them weed brownies. Man, that's funny. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate you, brother. Man. This is Rod and B channel, my brother. Knowledge, dropping knowledge. Jeff, you remind me of that guy from The Matrix. Oh, to my Morpheus. Oh, I got my little Morpheus glasses in there somewhere. I don't know where they at. Hold up. Oh yeah, I got these. They probably won't stick because I was like, hold up. These are my little Morpheus glasses. These are my Morpheus glasses. There's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Those are my Morpheus glasses right there. No, but for real, man. You know, I was one of those people that when I left corporate, man, when I left corporate a long time ago, I humbled myself. And I'm gonna tell y'all this shit, like I'm finna keep it 100 with y'all, because y'all know how we are on the channel. Y'all know how we are, and this shit's gonna hurt some people's feelings, especially on Facebook. It's gonna hurt people's feelings. But I humbled myself on purpose. My sons was living too good in Vegas. I told you I was renting 2 houses. We was living, I had too much money in the bank. I was too young. I came from the hood. I knew something felt wrong. Not wrong, but we were laying off a lot of people during the recession, and we were doing shit like this and that. It didn't feel like it was me to be living so great, making so much money, but I'm at the basketball court with people that I work with. I'm riding motorcycles with people I work with, and everybody's hurting except me. I'm the only one that's in corporate. I'm in a position that I don't even control. They're paying me. I'm not helping nobody be an accountant. I'm not helping nobody become a corporate person. I couldn't do anything for the people around me. I'm like, but I don't control the direct deposit. I don't control how much my salary pays, but I control the mood that I felt. And I didn't feel good. With all that money, I didn't feel good. I had to drive past people who were struggling, walk through the casino past people who were struggling, play basketball with people who were struggling. And when you hang with people like that, that shit don't feel good. We was living too good. So I walked away from it all. And I humbled myself. And like I said, it's going to hurt people's feelings. I personally humbled myself. I went back to St. Louis and I took my son with me because I said, it's time for us to lead this lifestyle of Vegas, man. It's time for us to lead this shit. We got too many cars. We doing too much. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back to where people are broke so you can see how it feels to be broke. We're going to live like, we struggling. We ain't going to tell nobody how much money we got. We just go there and we're going to just make a living. I'll go start a company. You start going to school. We make friends. We hang out with family. We're going to do something different. We're going to start at the bottom. Because right now I'm too young and I'm at the top. I'm too young for this shit. We out of here. It's too stressful. So I went back to St. Louis back in 2013. 2012, 13. I went back to St. Louis. And I was living with people. I was paying people rent to live with them. Now you got to realize I was paying $2,600 a month. $2,600 a month when I was in Vegas. $2,600 to rent 2 houses, $2,600. I went to St. Louis and I was getting people $300, sleep on the couch, $400, rent a room, $500, rent a room. I went from paying $2,600, paying $300-$400. We went from having our own house, own rooms, own pool, own garage, all my own shit, to just having a couch, having a room, having a little space, sharing a bathroom with people that we don't even know. We went from there to there. We went and instantly sold all my shit in Vegas. And I left. Showed my sons how to start at the bottom. We started hanging with people. We started hanging with family. We started hanging with a lot of the wrong fucking people. Not on purpose, but because I had to humble myself and say, Jeff, stop acting like you better than these people and just fuck with these people. Stop acting like you better than them, even though I knew I was. And that's not to say mean shit, but it's like I'm somebody who wants to be something and go somewhere. Other people don't want to do that. They're cool where they at. I'm not cool where I'm at. I'm always trying to develop and progress. So when I say I'm better than somebody, is that, let's say I aspire to be better. Not that I'm better because I'm like anybody else, but I aspire to be better than some people. Some people are totally comfortable where they at, and I'm not. But I was hanging with people who are comfortable where they at. And I'm trying to influence people to grow, influence people to start businesses, influence people to go into business for themselves, influencing people to do this and do that, make moves. I'm in St. Louis influencing people. I'm trying to get people to get up and get motivated to do something. I know my worth, but I humbled myself to be around certain people who probably didn't even deserve my fucking time of day. That's just being real. That's being real. So I'm like, you know what? Just go through it. Got custody of my kid. Me and him living life out there. We doing what we do out there. I'm still trying to, show him the rope, show him you can't start at the top, kid. We got to start at the bottom. I got to show you how to start from the bottom. So he's seeing me work, seeing me grind, seeing me do things. He's picking up on all of this shit. He's picking up on all of it, and he's seeing us work. But he's also, in the meantime, seeing all the shady ass people around me. He's seeing people trying to snake me, steal from me. People who we would have never met had we stayed in corporate. We would have never met these loser, low-life motherfuckers had I ever stayed in corporate. I can guarantee that because I was up too high. I would laugh at some of the fucking people in St. Louis I used to roll with. Dead serious. Like I said, some people gonna get their feelings hurt, and that's cool. But I can't lie to you. I gotta tell you the truth. When I was in corporate, you couldn't fucking touch me. Not you. Because I was already up too high already. I would have laughed at your ass if you would have walked in corporate, even trying to holler at me like that. But I humbled myself to teach my kids a lesson. And they learned it. Because when we left all those motherfuckers alone, we right back where we at when we got to Vegas. This is where we were. We got our own fucking house again. Dad's got money back. Dad got all his fucking cars back. Damn. And where's all these fucking people? They in the same spot they was at when we got in St. Louis. He'll tell you they in the exact same spot they was at when we got there in 2013, 14. They in the same spot when we left in 17. And where we at? They got me all the way down to $11.52 in the bank. That's how low they got me. $11.52 in the bank. And the motherfuckers on Facebook know I'm not lying because I presented that shit on my channel for everybody to see. I said, this is the lowest y'all ever gonna see me. Watch me. This is the lowest y'all ever gonna see me. Watch me. Did I lie? I went from $11.52 renting a couch from a motherfucker for $100 a month, $100 a week, renting couches off of people, $300 a month. I went from that to owning the second biggest house in my fucking neighborhood right now with a pool in the backyard I'm working on right now. I own this shit. I went from sleeping on somebody's fucking couch. This ain't all long time ago, y'all. It's not a long time ago. This all just happened. But it's why I tell y'all and I show y'all on this channel how to make moves and how to get money and how to diversify, how to do something. I show y'all how to make moves because it's possible when you already know you better than the people around you because you aspire to be better than them. You letting them hold you back. You letting them hold you back the longer you let them stay around you. When they want to leave, let them leave. When they want to go, let them go. Because I guarantee when they gone, oh, you finna take off now. Because they never knew who you were. This is why, wait a minute. This just happened to be this fucking shirt I happen to be wearing today. Just so happened to be the shirt I'm wearing today. By the time they realize your worth, you'll be worth more. Just so happen to realize wear this shirt today. And I just noticed that shit. I just throw shit on. Just so by the time they realize your worth, you'll be worth more. Because motherfuckers took you as a joke. They didn't know you. A lot of people didn't know me before they met me in St. Louis as an adult. See, they knew me from St. Louis as a kid, like 7 years old, 8 years old. I moved to Memphis for a long time. Lived in Memphis for a long time, went back to St. Louis for a couple of years. They didn't get to know me. I was in high school running track a couple of years. Went to college up in Iowa, left Iowa, went straight to Vegas. A lot of people didn't know me. They knew my name, they know my family, but they don't know me. They think, oh, are you a Watts? I know your cousin. Well, that's my cousin, motherfucker, that ain't me. You a Watts? I know your brother. Well, that's my brother, motherfucker, that ain't me. I know your sister. That's my sister, motherfucker, that ain't me. Just because you think you know somebody who's affiliated with somebody, what do you know about me? What did they tell you about me? Did they tell you I was an asshole? I hope they did, because they know how I am. My sisters know I'm an asshole. My brothers know I'm an asshole. They know that. So I hope you laugh and you joke with them and you have fun with them. I hope they told you the truth about me. I hope they said, my brother Jeff, I love him, but he ain't like me. I'll laugh and hang out with you all day. Jeff an asshole. He'll look at you sideways and walk off. That's just how he is. I've always been like that. It ain't, even when I was a kid, I was like that. I was never one of those people that felt like I needed to impress somebody to feel impressive. When I built that Jeep outside, you know how many motherfuckers were telling me I couldn't do it? It shouldn't be done. It couldn't be done. It wouldn't be done because it's a 3.8. I've been driving that shit like that since what, 2020 now? It's 2025. 5 years I've been driving that Jeep. And everybody said it wasn't supposed to work. I didn't do it to impress them. I did it for myself. A lot of shit I do for myself. I don't do it for nobody else. When you hit that level in life to where you can start doing stuff for self and everybody around you don't, trust me, you ain't gonna be able to be touched. You will not be able to be touched. How many people have told us all the time, y'all can't do that, y'all don't got commercial insurance, y'all can't do that, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do that, y'all can't. How many people have told us that on this channel, in these comments? Y'all can't do that, that's illegal. Y'all can't do that, that's against the TOS. Y'all can't. How many times? Look at their bank account. And I used to say that shit in my videos. Look at their bank account, then look at yours. Look at where they are in life, and then look at where you are in life. Don't listen to everybody, because you may not want to end up in the same position they in. Listening to them might put you exactly where the fuck they are. I didn't listen to none of those people that ever told me you going against the TOS, Jeff. I said, yep. You can't do that, Jeff. You ain't got no commercial insurance, Jeff. Yep. Uber gonna deactivate you, Jeff. Lyft gonna kick you off. Yep. I ain't listening to a single word none of those motherfuckers said, and look at where I'm at now. Sometimes you got to do shit for yourself. Don't worry about them people. Do not worry about them people. Because you sit there and worrying about them and you ain't impressing them. They don't even impress themselves. They're trying to hold you back to where they are so you don't exceed them and be so fucking far past them that they can't even talk to you no more. They can't even talk to you no more because they so fucking broke. They've been trying to advise you to stay broke like them. And now all of a sudden you done came up and you done did what you're supposed to do, and you making moves in the way you're supposed to make moves. You finally went out and bought that black SUV. You finally went out and traded in your car and got a truck, or you traded in your truck and got a car. You finally moved out of the condo into a house. You finally did what you wanted to do, and these motherfuckers can't even talk to you now. They can't even talk to you now. They looking at you like, oh man, shit, I know I told you not to do that, but you did it anyways, and it actually worked out. Man, it actually worked out. Sometimes you got to do it for yourself. You got to do it yourself. And don't let these people talk to you and trick you into staying in the same hole they in. Because if they keep you in that hole, they're going to always be like, that's why you didn't make it, huh? See, you didn't make it because they think they run your shit. You didn't make it because people can tell me anything they want to tell me. I wake up every day. I look at my budget. I look at my list. I look on my phone. I look for my clients. They can tell me whatever they want to tell me. But one thing they can never say is, Jeff lied and Jeff didn't make it. Call me what you want to call me. Jeff, you a rebel. Oh, you ain't no influencer. You ain't no, you just a little YouTuber. Cool. That's cool. They trying to distract you. They try to distract you with that little pity pat shit. They trying to say something like opposite of what you say. If I say I'm an influencer, they'll say, no, you're not. If I say I'm not an influencer, I don't influence nobody. Oh yeah, you do. You be telling people this and you be telling people that. Say, so which is it? You got to make a choice. Because when I say I am an influencer, you say, oh no, you not. You ain't no little YouTube. You ain't nobody. You ain't no little YouTube. You ain't no influencer. Okay. Then when I say, well, I'm not an influencer, people make their own choices. I'm not an influencer. Oh no, you be advising people. You be telling people it's your duty, and because you got a YouTube, it's your duty. See, you influence them. You advise. Make up your choice. Make up your mind. Either you calling me one or you not. Some people just want the controversy. They don't even know how to approach you. So they approach you in any negative way they can get you to follow the directive of what they're trying to say. If you say you something, they're going to say you not. When you say you not something, they're going to say you are. It's how they play the fucking game. It's a mind game. And they want to control your mind with their own narrative and their own directive. So just say, yep. This is it. Say, yep. You Uncle Tom. Yep. You're a coon. Yep. Guess what? Trump's still president. I told y'all what was going to happen. I fucking warned y'all. I told y'all what was going to happen. I said, y'all keep messing with this man. Watch what black people do. I made a video of that. The day they came out with that Stormy Daniels shit. I put a video of that on TikTok. It's got like 400,000 views on it probably by now. I don't even know. But I sat and I told people, you keep messing with this man, he gonna appeal to more black people than y'all believe. The more y'all keep making him look like the stereotypical black person, sending him to jail, getting him in mug shots, the more you make him look like the stereotypical black person. I said this months before he got elected. The more you make him look like the stereotypical black person, the more black people gonna start empathizing with him. It's on my TikTok. I ain't lying. And it's way before the election, way before black people. I already knew the psychology behind it. I said, when you start messing with this man and putting him into a black space, trust me, black people gonna stand with him. They gonna stand with him. Go look on my TikTok and look at the date on that shit. You're gonna say, damn, Jeff called that? That was before anybody was on the Trump train. Anybody. Because I know how people are. I've been around motherfuckers long enough. Trump's the president now. What did I tell you? I told you. I warned you. I said, keep messing with him. Watch what happened. Keep messing with him. And now here we are, 2025. They finally doing what Obama said he would do. Clean up the government, get rid of waste. Finally doing what Clinton said he would do. Get rid of fraud, get rid of waste, clean up the government. He's finally doing what 2 Democratic presidents got elected on. He's finally doing what they got elected on. And people are mad. I'm like I said, if you say you are something, people gonna say you not. If they say you not something, people gonna say you are. It's what they want to do. They want the controversy. They want to fight. That's it. They don't want nothing about the facts. They don't want the truth. They just want to fight somebody. And today you might be the one they want to fight. Wake up, look at your budget, look at your phone, get your marketing plan together. And I think everybody out there like Jesse. One thing I like about you, Jesse, man, you always got some type of marketing material on your Facebook or your Instagram. That's why I love opening your channel, man. I'll open your channel and he does it a lot. He does it a lot. You'll open it up and you'll say, what is it? Jab driving. It'll have his car, his phone number, all the things that he does every time. And I'm like, man. Uh-oh, it's gonna rain out here. Oh shit. I hope it don't. What's nice about the barbecue is that I just did my private ride, come back and the barbecue is on. We stay cooking. Oh yeah, that's it. Jab rides. That's it right there. Jab rides. And that's what I love about going to your channel. And that's what I should see. When I go to your channel, I shouldn't see a bunch of nonsense and bullshit. You're a businessman. You can have a couple of fun pictures of some funny stuff, some politicals, that is and that, but make sure you throw your business ads in there too. Because when people cruise through, they might be like, hey, didn't you say you had to get to the airport tomorrow? Yeah. Hey, dude right here just said he do airport rides. No, bullshit. Yeah, look, he do it. Oh man, that's my dog right there. Hey, hit him up. Hey, Jess, can you take me to the airport tomorrow, man? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I get like $60, $70, man, because that's what Uber's trying to charge me anyway, $60, $70. Uber probably pay him like 25. I'll do it. Okay, cool, let's go. Always keep them ads rolling on your Instagram, on your social media. Keep them ads going, man. Like whenever I go in there, I see them, brother. I see you, motherfucker. I see you, motherfucker. Hold up. And that's the one thing that all of us need to start doing. Real talk. If we're really going to combat and we're going to fight Uber and Lyft, we got to get video out. We got to get marketing material out there. One reason why I love PAX for that, man. Exactly what I've been doing already on this channel already. Somehow the universe aligned and PAX was created. I talk about taking care of clients at a higher level. I've always talked about that on my channel. I've talked about, affordable luxury rides and things. They talk about that on PAX. I've talked about, making sure you have teams together and have people supporting you and this and that. Community, local economy. There's nothing I've ever mentioned on this channel that contradicts what PAX is already about. And I'm going to tell you, PAX has already formulated before they found my channel. Ain't that funny? So if what I talked about was already a certain way to do things, Pax saw me and was like, hey, it's like, dude, it's almost like we were creating the app that you were talking about on your channel the whole time. That's what it seems like. We have never contradicted each other between Pax and this. The only thing I would say I would be contradictory of is maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. Some of the prices sometimes. Today, for instance, there was a price that came up. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, every app out there is going to need some work. Every app's going to need work. So don't feel bad when I show y'all this. Every app's going to need some work. But there was a ride today from Sky Harbor. And I don't know if Jamil, if you picked this up or somebody might have picked this up, but it came to me first and I didn't accept it. I just declined it. But it was from Sky Harbor all the way to Santan. And it was $91 on Pax. It was $91. Now remember, I'm only getting 65% of the $91. That's it. This is like Pax Pro, which is a car. So this is a car. They pay, I know Uber and Lyft will send you out on UberX and UberXL for like $38. I've seen it before, $34, $38 is what UberXL and Lyft will pay you. UberX, UberXL, and Lyft would pay you about $34 to $38 for this same ride. Pax charges $91, but you get 65% of the $91. So you're getting about $60 for it. So instead of $32 to $38, you're getting $60. Now me, I got black SUV. So you run this on black SUV, and black SUV, Lyft black SUV charges $175. So Lyft black charges $175 for my truck. I might be charging about $125, $150. I'll do it for $125, $150. Now UberX, basic Lyft charges $48. So basic Lyft charges $48, which means they're going to pay somebody about $24 to $30 for that ride. $24 to $30 on basic Lyft. Lyft XL charges $71. So you're going to get between $35 and $40 for that ride. So Pax, I'm still getting $60. So, and I'm talking about car prices right now. So I'm still getting $60 on Pax no matter how you look at it. If you take Lyft, you're going to get 24 because they're charging 48. They're going to give you about 24 to 26. Comfort charges 52. So you're going to get 26 to about $30 on Comfort. This is what you're going to get on Lyft. Lyft XL charges 71. So you're going to get $35 to $40. With Pax, basic car, they charge 91 and you're getting 60 out of the 91. That's how Pax works. So for Pax, it's better than all these apps are paying. It's better than all these apps are paying. Black is charging $130 for basic black, like a Mercedes or something, $130. So you might get 65 to 70 out of that 130 for black out of Lyft. For black SUV, 175. So you might get about $90 out of that. So you might get $90 black SUV going to Santan. Me, I charge $125 to $150 because they charge $175, but you're only going to get half of that. So it's like, nah, you don't want to do that. So that's the one thing I will tell you about Pax. For their base tier rides, if you get on Pax, paxapp.io, for everybody who don't know, paxapp.io, you will be paid much, much better than basic rides on Lyft and Uber. Much better. If you just got a basic Excel, like a van or something like that, you'll get paid much better on Pax than you'll be getting paid on Uber XL or Lyft XL. Much better. The only part we're working on now is the black SUV and the black part. Because for that ride to come to me for $91 in that big ass truck, and I'm getting $60 in that big ass truck, I'm better off taking them and maybe this little ass BMW probably, because I can't run that big truck for that price. And that's like that for Uber, Lyft, Hum, Pax. It's like that for everybody. It's who I am. Yeah, you get 60. Yeah, exactly. That's my man Derek right there. Yeah, I saw a couple of Santan pop up last night. They were only 40 with the token bonus from Sky Harbor. Oh yeah. So what you get, and Pax is just general. Pax is just, that's the flat rate for Pax. So you're gonna get $20 flat rate for Pax. That's not even with the surge. No surge at all. So Lyft and Uber have to give you surge to go to Santan for $40. They got to give you surge on top of that. With Pax, you're getting $60 each time. If you take somebody over to Santan, it's $60. If you go to Queen Creek, pick somebody up in Queen Creek and bring them all the way back, guess what? That's probably another $60. So you just made $120 round trip and you in the same place you started your day at. You went down there, picked somebody up, you grabbed somebody from down there, brought them all the way back. So you had $120. You're like, damn, I just did a $120 round trip. And that's in a car. That's a car. Uber and Lyft, when I see UberX pop up, when I see Lyft pop up, and I see these rides going all the way to Crane Creek for $30, $32, $34, I laugh. There's no way we're going all the way to Crane Creek for $32. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. I mean, just for me to go from one airport to the next airport in my car, in my little Beamer, I charge $70. And this is further than that. So if I'm getting paid $32 to go further than what I even charge to go $70, it's not a good deal, man. It's not a good deal. So it's like, man, this is Jeff told you, brother. Jeff is cooking with fish grease. I've been goes this mug for 30 minutes. Man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, these are the brothers right there. These are the brothers, the twins right there. But no, man, that's what it is. And that's why, even Derek, I'm glad you came in and you signed up with PAX and everything. I'm glad you signed up, because there's going to be rides like that on PAX that none of us will touch. But you'll be like, damn, I'm getting $20 more on this ride than I get from Uber. And you might mess around, and that person might say, I like the ride so much, I like to book you every time. He might get you for $60 and tip you $20, $25 every time. So you getting $80 to $85 for that ride every single time. $80, $85 every time. $80, $85. All because he can go on PAX and choose you. And you can tell him, you might want to choose me each time, because I know these SUV guys, they're not going to want to do it for this small price. So it's like, that's your sales pitch. That's your sales pitch right there. All right, bro, just hit me up later. That's your sales pitch right there. Be like, listen, you might just want to, rebook with me through PAX, because if you try to get an SUV, the price is going to be a lot higher, because these guys, they won't come out for the same price, because they run a bigger truck and they get different opportunities around town with those big trucks. They're going to go for one of those other, and it's not that I want to knock the guy, but it's we have different opportunities that we may want to take with our trucks. Like, I got $100 for a 7-mile trip. There's certain opportunities we can get with the truck that we may not be able to get with the cars. So we leave stuff on the plate for the cars, and you guys are getting $20 to $30 paid better on PAX than what you're getting paid on Lyft or Uber. We're leaving these opportunities for y'all. Like, take it. Oh, can I have that? Take it, man. Shit, this is $30 more than what I get paid on Uber. Hell yeah, I'll take it. And it's like, we're waiting on another opportunity. We just say, hey, man, I'm waiting on, something for $60, $70. Get that, and my ride is real short. I can go from Tempe to downtown Phoenix, $60. A small group, 4 or 5. Instead of me being on Uber or Lyft and doing that shit for like 25, I'll just do it for $60. Be like, cool, let's go. Oh, cool. You in, brother, you in, man. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. There's so many ways that we can make money and help each other make money out here, and that's what we own this shit for, man. That's what we own it for. And a lot of folks, like I said, you gotta understand that we're all independent contractors. First and foremost, everybody's an independent contractor. Not a single person on here is an employee of anybody else. No employees are on here. Everybody's their own individual business. We're linking businesses together. Everybody's business has a different business model. We use different cars. We use different, sales pitches. We drive at different times of day. We probably work different levels of money at certain parts of the day or the game or whatever, certain events and things like that. So everybody is an independent contractor. So you got to look at somebody and approach somebody as, this is an independent contractor, not one of my employees. I can't talk to this person any kind of way. So how is PAX insurance wise? I don't know. What does that mean? They have insurance. If that's what you mean, they got commercial insurance. And they charge $1 per ride for insurance, if that's what you mean. So definitely. So what you want to do is, whenever you're approaching somebody in the independent contractor space, make sure you realize this is not an employee. This is not an employee of yours. So what you have to do is say, I want to link business with you. I like the way you do business. This is how we're going to do business. Cool, let's do business then. Let's do business. And even though in the process of doing business together, you may do it a little differently than another independent contractor, because we all have different mannerisms. We've all got different. And that's why a lot of times, even when I send Kev, my people or whatever, I know Kev, he does business a lot more smoother and easier than I do. I'm pretty abrupt. I know I'll walk up to a whole group of fucking people and be like, listen, man, you guys got to get from point A to point B. We don't have a lot of time. What do you want to do? You want a black SUV this? What do you want to do? Oh, hell yeah. That's me. That's me. I'm in the spot and I hit, boom, I'm right on the point, jump in the truck, pay the money, let's go. And that's what it is, man. Jeff, you ever have a private client with time get on your nerves? Do you just ignore because of the money? You ever have a private client with time? You ever have a private client with time get on your nerves? I don't know what that means. I think something's wrong with that sentence structure. You ever have a private client with time get on your nerves? I don't know it. That sentence structure is kind of messed up. But, and that's why I say, man, we're all out here doing business, man. And we're going to meet more drivers to do more business with. You're going to meet more independent contractors to do more business with. So always keep an open mind to everybody out there. And I'm one of those people that I know not everybody's going to appreciate the way I am as far as how I roll my car, the times of day I drive, the fact that I nap whenever I want to nap, basic shit like that. It's not my problem. I deal with my clients more than I deal with any other independent contractor. So if there's an independent contractor that don't like the way I do business, that's cool. As long as my clients like the way I do business, that's my main concern. And I think you got to keep that going into people's heads. I don't care how you feel that I do business. You need to call one of my references, which are my clients. And you ask my client, do you like how Jeff do? Oh, we love Jeff. Shit. Jeff's amazing. Jeff, shit, man. We tipped this motherfucker $100. Jeff, man, Jeff's the dude. Jeff's the dude. That's what I worry about. That's the kind of feedback I worry about. Another contractor thinking a certain way about me, not my fucking problem. If you don't pay me, I don't know what to think, man. I don't know. Because we're all in business right now to get paid. We're not in business to be liked. Like what Pac say, I'd rather be feared than loved. I'd rather somebody just have a general respect for how I am and who I am. Just like with all independent contractors, the way I talk to people on this channel, we're all businesses. We're all businesses. So if we sit there and we treat each other like we're businesses, we hold a level of respect for each other. But the moment you start thinking you're over somebody in the land of independent contractors, that's when you start losing people's respect. And I'm being real, man. There's a lot of people out there right now because we're getting a little above ourselves in some of the shit that we're doing right now. We got to kind of scale back and remember we're all independent contractors. We all have an opportunity to make money in so many different ways in this city. If you got a set of car keys, you got a car, you got a sales pitch, and you got the time, you can go make the money. I respect that. I respect that. So when you in these streets, be safe, stay out there, make money the right way, get the clients that pay, not the clients that stiff you like the motherfucker did me. Just know how to do business right. Know how to do business right. And at that point, your clients are going to respect you more. Your clients are going to pass you to other clients. And that's how business evolves and how shit envelops and develops. Because me, I'm corporate. People love. So, oh, have you ever had a long-term client start getting on your nerves? No, not yet. I mean, there's a couple of clients I got that I'm not, they're not with because of whatever reasons, this and that. Like our time would never link up. We could never sync up right. I didn't like the price and stuff like that. So yeah, we always gonna have a couple of clients that just fall out of the woodwork. And it's cool because you can even tell them, hey, listen, I got another business opportunity. And I'm gonna give y'all a free game right here for you guys that are still sitting here at the 222 mark. That was cool. I just saw across the screen. It was 2/22/22, which is my son's birthday. And when it was 2000, because he was born 2/22/02. And on the screen, it just said 2/22/22 when I looked at it. Crazy. But I'm going to tell y'all free game right here. If ever you got a client that you no longer want to rock with, the easiest way to stay on good terms with that client is to not create a rift with that client, but to create a moment of opportunity for somebody else with that client. And you say, hey, listen, man, I got a new opportunity. I usually pick you up every day at like 7 in the morning. I got a new opportunity coming up that's about 6:45 and it pays me a little bit more. So I want to make sure that you still get to where you're going. So I got another driver I want to set you up with. This is his name. This is his number. Same exact level of service I do. And so I got same exact level of service that I do. I'm going to send you his name and his number. And he's going to do you because I got to do the 6:45 thing. It's the right amount of money that I need to actually make something happen with. So I appreciate, you using me. And if things don't work out with them, please let me know. I'll try to work something out. I'll figure out what I'm going to do, but I got to capitalize on this opportunity. And that keeps, even though you don't like that person, it keeps that business line open right there. And you send another driver to that person. And when you send another driver to that person, they may click, they may get along better. That person might be like, man, that person don't even get on my nerves. I like them. I'm glad you sent me that client. That client does not get on my nerves. I understand that client. That client is just like my little brother, man. You never know. You never know. So always, like I said, that's free game right there. That's free game. If there's a transaction or a customer that you don't like and you can't deal with no more, don't be like, you know what, me, I'm just not getting along. We're just not, I don't know what, don't do that. Don't do that. Say, listen, I got another opportunity that I got. That's about 15, 20 to 4 hours to pick you up. And it's a lot of money. So I got to capitalize on this opportunity while I can. But I got another driver I want to set you up with. Same business level as me, same business acumen, everything. And they can pick you up. They can do it every day. Here's his number. Already let them know, that it might be a possibility if you call them and set it up. And that's it. That's it. Say, my wife just helped me with some of my private rides. I work full time. I can't keep up. Oh yeah. It gets busy. Oh, no problem, Jess, man. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Just sometimes you got to just keep it. It's starting to get personal to the point where you can't stand that motherfucker no more, but you got to keep it business. You got to say, you know what? Even if you ain't got another opportunity, you just got to let them know, I have an opportunity. Actually, about 20 minutes before I pick you up every day, and I got to capitalize on it. And they find out you at home sleeping. Don't worry about it. I passed by your house and you were sleeping. You weren't there. Oh, well, the opportunity hasn't started yet. It's about to. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, there's always a way to do smart business to make sure that you're capitalizing. And that person might be like, oh, because you did so well with setting them up with another driver, they may think, oh, my cousin actually, Wednesday needs a ride. Can you pick up my cousin instead? Because I know after your little business thing you do in the morning, maybe you have enough time to go pick up my cousin. And that person might send you another client because you were so good to find them another driver. Maybe. I mean, it works like that. Brother. I got a client. She crazy, so I'm trying to get rid of her. Man, send her a crazy driver. Man. Since I got on the right time, that was a great way to transfer business when personalities change. Sometimes they do, but no need to get bent out of shape. Life is too short. Change is constant. Real shit, Miss Abby. So Jeff, thanks to you, I have the confidence to do private rides. Now, 50% of them are private, and they're all college students. 4-year commitments, short rides, much more per mile. Thank you, sir. Now, I'm telling you, sir, Jeff, that's what it is, man. Do a couple of short, and while you're doing them, make sure that you advertise while you're there, because you may be dropping them off at a point where you could pick somebody up. Because every day, let's say you're dropping them off at 9 o'clock every day, and every day you get in there, you see the same dude with a backpack standing with his phone in his hand. Just say, hey, man, every day I come here, I see you standing. Are you looking for a ride? Yeah, I always get an Uber at this time. And say, okay, tell you what, I'm always dropping off my private clients, my students here. I drop them off every day about this time. I can pick you up right after I drop them off every day. Where are you going? I'm going here. Okay, 30, 35. Oh, that's perfect, because Uber charges me 42, man. They charge me $42. 30, 35 is cool then. He might fuck around and say, hey, I'm just going to give you 40 every day. I'd rather just give you the 40. So make sure when you're dropping people off at somewhere where you're going all the time, look around, pay attention to who's still standing there every day. You might see, some little Asian girl sitting there every day. You pulling up, you like, man, this little Asian girl here. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, every day I get out of class and I got to go to, I go to work. I work for a few hours. Can you take me to work and pick me up from work? Now you got double rides. You're picking her up from class, taking her to work. Then she works for 3 or 4 hours. You go to pick her up from work, take her home. Just pay attention and capitalize on these people, man, because you might be like, damn, I'm doing the same routine every day. Let me grab somebody on my way. And next thing you know, you created yourself a route. So that just means your Uber and your Lyft app is going to stay turned off. So now that your Uber and your Lyft app's not even turned on, you've got your own route. You're taking people here and there. You start filling in little gaps. You're like, damn, like the other night, I had 2 clients. All I had was 2 clients. But I had to do 4 rides with 2 clients. I ended up making $460 doing 4 rides with just 2 clients. But it was a nightmare because I was like, because as soon as I would drop off one, I had to go pick up the other one. Drop that one off. Then I had to drop that one off, go pick up the other one. It was just like clockwork. Once I started that truck, that thing did not turn off till I finished my last client. And it was only 2 people. That's all it was 2 people. 2 people can fuck up your whole night. Well, not fuck it up, but make it really busy. But for $460, all I had to do was 2 people. I mean, you can't be no safer than that. Uber and Lyft can't make it that safe. Uber and Lyft is not going to pay you $460 to stay here in town to do 2 clients, to go 7 miles this way, 9 miles this way, 16 miles this way, 16 miles this way, and 16 miles that way. So I did what? That was 48 miles. I did down 48 miles and about 25 miles for $460. And that was it. So I did 16. It was 16 miles for them, and it was 48 this way. So it was 64 miles. 64 miles total. 64 miles for $460. But the issue was the time, because it was just, they were all, as soon as I would drop one off, and on one I'm driving, so I'm driving Miss Claudia, getting her almost, I'm getting off the highway, and him goes, "Hey Jeff, are we still on for 1 o'clock?" And I'm like, because I saw her name pop up on the screen as I'm driving, and I'm like, shit, I got a client in the fucking car. What is she calling for? Does she want to go right now? Like, I hope she don't want to go right now, because I'm like, she's still early as hell. So I hit, "Hey Jeff, are we still on for 1 o'clock? Oh, we're still on for 1 o'clock. Don't worry. Oh, I'm just checking, making sure, you know, because I know you be having other clients." I'm like, I just left the airport. I'm dropping Miss Claudia off, and then I'll be headed your way. Okay, just making sure we're still on. And I still showed up at 1:11. I was moving super fast and still showed up 11 minutes too late. But it was cool because I showed up at 1:11. She didn't walk out the bar till almost 1:30 because she was like, don't rush, don't rush. I'm like, perfect. Don't worry about it, because I'm not going to show up by 1 anyways. She says, don't rush, take your time. I show up at 1:11. She walks out the bar at 1:30. So I was like, luck, pure luck. Because if she would have been outside at 1 o'clock, like, where the hell is he? I said 1 o'clock. I was like, shit. Because I could tell she was having a good time. I could hear in the background she was having a good time. So I'm like, well, wherever she's at, it's not horrible. It's not miserable. So I can, 10 minutes late, it's not what I do. But it was crazy. It was a crazy night. So just those 2 clients, doing a bunch of running for those 2, it got out of hand. It really got out of hand. But you've got to just make sure that you stay, like Abby said, stay professionalism, keep it peaceful, keep it laughing, have fun. And your clients are going to respect you and appreciate you for that, because you're not a disgruntled Uber driver showing up mad at the fact that you had to drive 13 miles to get to them, or mad at the fact that they're only getting paid $8. Uber drivers have some of the worst personalities, man. They got some of the worst moods because they're not getting paid enough to be happy. They're getting paid just enough to cover a bill that they don't even want to pay. I feel Uber drivers. I feel Lyft drivers. Trust me, I'd be pissed off too, which is why I don't drive Uber Lyft. I know how you feel. Shit, I walked away from corporate because I couldn't deal with it. Imagine driving Uber every day, driving Lyft every day. Man, I couldn't do that shit. I'd be mad as hell. Oh, okay. So, hey, Jeff, may need you for a scene to pick up later this week at the airport. Talk to you later. Cool, brother. Just let me know, man. Let me know. I know I got a couple of airports this week too. Just like I said, give me some info and I'll know. They love my car, the vibe, the safe space I provide these young ladies to keep them safe and look after them. I treat them like my own kids. Exactly, Sergio. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. It's all in the treatment, brother. It's all in the treatment, man. All in the treatment. Dude, thank you, my brother Manny. Appreciate it, man. Just let me know. And like I said, when people are doing this Uber driving and this Lyft driving, I feel sorry for them. I do. Because a lot of them don't have the confidence. A lot of them are watching different YouTube channels that don't even give them confidence. It's teaching them how to be a better pigeon. And that shit's not cool. It's teaching them what you do is turn on your app at 6:30 in the morning and don't turn it off because you don't want to miss an opportunity. It was one dude in my comments last week talking about I don't decline anything because I'm scared to get deactivated. And I know you guys are going to give me an earful about it. If you know we're going to give you an earful about it, then why are you over here? It's like you on a channel that declines everything, talking about you don't decline nothing, so don't give your earful about it. You're in the wrong fucking room. It's like walking in the math room talking about you want to talk about chemistry. I know you guys are in here talking about algebra. I want to talk about chemistry, protons and neutrons and the nucleus. Motherfucker, wrong class. You in the wrong room. Go somewhere else. So it's like, man. No, wait a minute. I've noticed the type of Uber offers I get have changed, and I wonder if you got 90% of all the offers I now are 10 miles or more to the pickup. The ride is only going 1 or 2 miles. Billy, because you know what I think they're doing? They're doing that to Waymos. They're making us decline everything. So if we decline everything, they went from 20,000 rides one period up to 200,000. This is how it got there. Because if they give us something that's close, we're going to accept it. If we accept it, they can't use Waymo. So what they do is they'll send you a ride that's 10 miles away, knowing you're going to decline it. You ain't taking that. You're going to decline it. So they say, well, the next best thing we got for you, ma'am, is a Waymo. A Waymo is doing a drop off right in front of you. So you can just use that Waymo. This is how they create Waymo users. They make drivers decline everything. We're like, no, we ain't taking that. We ain't taking that. We ain't taking that. And it gives the illusion that there are no drivers in the area. Well, the driver you sent this offer to is not in the area, but there's an Uber driver parked across the street right now eating the crusty dusty. This motherfucker's dropping flakes all over himself. His app is on. He's waiting on a ride. But you choose to send it to Billy, who's 10 miles away, knowing he's going to decline it. And when he does, the rider is going to be like, oh, man, they keep declining me. Man, forget this. I'm just going to take a Waymo. It's $6 more, but at least I'm going to get one. It's $8 more, but I'm going to get one at least. That's how they do Waymos. I'll be like, man, y'all out your damn mind. You out your damn man. Psh. We already know the game. We know the game. Sergio say the difference between you and other channels that you preach hope and they preach despair. Some people only want to gravitate towards those who only reinforce their own beliefs. Right. Facts. And I'm gonna tell you, Sergio, man, I see it all the time. And a lot of these channels I'll watch them. I won't even comment because it's such a negative energy and experience. So none of them are talking about private rides. None of them are talking about converting rides to make more money. None of them have anything. Always, oh yeah, man, I had this ride. It was, 62 miles for $73. I took it. And I'm like, there ain't no way you're going to drive me an hour and 30 minutes for no 60 something, $70 or whatever. I'm like, no, hell no. But I don't want to say that and brush them all up. But I'm looking at their comments and I'm looking at like the whole post they're on and the videos they're on. And I'm like, these people are lost. It's like YouTube's not even showing my channel to these people to know that there is a different way. YouTube don't radiate my channel. YouTube don't promote me to people who are pigeons doing pigeon shit. Because YouTube and Google are hand in hand. Google owns Waymo. If you show them who I am, Waymo ain't gonna get paid. So they need to show the pigeons how to be better pigeons, how to get pissy at being a pigeon. Because that's how Waymo show up. You got a bunch of pissy pigeons sitting around, not wanting to take rides no more, not knowing how to convert rides. So what's left? A Waymo shows up. My channel kills that whole business process. Waymo wouldn't even exist if everybody knew you can have a much better existence, a much better ride, a much more secure ride with the private driver. Half these people don't even realize what a private driver is. They think everybody's Uber or Lyft. Oh, you're an Uber driver, huh? You're an Uber driver. No. Like, bro, I haven't drove Uber in months. There's no job you can have where you just don't show up to work for months. Like if I'm a Taco Bell employee and I just stop showing up for months, they taking me off the schedule. They're going to fire me. If I'm a Walmart employee and I just stop showing up for months, they're going to take me off the schedule. They're going to fire me. If I'm an Uber driver and today I choose my last day of driving Uber, my app will still be active in about 6-7 months. They won't ever deactivate it. I just won't be using it. They won't say, well, Jeff, since you haven't been driving, we're going to deactivate you. You need to get back up. I ain't your fucking employee. I could take 2 months off if I feel like it. Take a month off if I feel like it. We're not Uber drivers. We're not Lyft drivers. We're not employees of these apps. We drive when we feel like it. It's an application on your phone like a video game. It's just on your phone. If you want to use it, use it. Just like Uber's TOS says. Drivers engage with us. We do not engage with drivers. They do not call us and say, hey, can you get online today and drive? Or we're going to deactivate you. We're going to retaliate against you if you don't drive today. We need drivers today. They don't retaliate against us. They say, hey, it's heating up in your area. Get online to earn 15% more. Whatever. It's a gimmick. They put a little fire flame in your little message. Hey, things are heating up in your area, Jeff. They put a little flame and shit. I'll be like, that shit don't trick me. It's an emoji. It's the flame emoji. I type the flame emoji on shit that I do all the time too. So you can't tell me you typing me a flame emoji gonna make me feel like I'm finna get money now. Oh shit. He just typed the flame emoji. Uber sent me the flame emoji, man. He said things are heating up in my area, bro. I just got a flame emoji from Uber. Shit, I better get up and get dressed and get going. That's the flame emoji, bro. It's time to get paid. Shit's heating up in my area. It's marketing. It's a video game. It's sales and marketing. Send something to give you the illusion that things are really heating up when it's the same dead ass fares out there. They just want to find some pigeons to take them. I don't fall for that shit, man. We've been out here for long enough. Even with the red all over the screen. All the surge ever all over the screen. I don't even fall for that no more. I used to be like, oh shit, $7.50 surge? Damn. Yeah, $7.50 surge. But you got to drive 10 miles to pick somebody up to take them like fucking 12 miles this way. So you're going 22 miles for $18 with surge. 22 miles, $18 with surge. I don't even fall for that shit no more. I'm like, nah, man. Nope. Exact. I was just saying, I'll be like, they're heating up. There's no bonuses in your ass as a band. Exactly. I'm like, no. Like, we be laughing at that shit, man. It's like the only people that are falling for this are the new people, like the new drivers that don't know this channel exists. They don't understand, how these apps really gamify the situation, making everybody think, oh my God. It's like if you're playing Mario Brothers. Oh, thanks, Philly fan. Like if you playing Mario Brothers and you see like something flashing on the Mario Brothers game, you think, I gotta get that, because if I get that, my Mario brother will grow bigger, man. I'm gonna get that little flashy thing. That's what Uber and Lyft be doing. They be flashing shit, throwing numbers, throwing colors, and everything. Ooh, if I get that, my money's gonna get bigger if I just get that little thing right there. It's the same fucking fare. It's like, bro, I got it. I went and I grabbed the $11 surge, but I'm still getting $1 a mile, just like you. I didn't know it was gonna be a 33-mile trip for $33. Yeah, it's gonna be 45 minutes. 45 minutes of driving, and you're getting $33. Like, wait a minute. But I got the flashy thing. My money was supposed to grow, bro. It's like Mario Brothers. You grab the little flashy thing and your money gets bigger. Is that not how this game works? Nope. You grab the flashy thing, your money stays exactly the same. Shit don't matter. The Uber Lyft video game is pure comedy at this point. It's pure comedy. The only way this is going to work is if you do like Mario Brothers and you jump through the fucking porthole and you go through the bottom like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You go into the sewer. We in the sewer. We're doing like private rides, baby. We went off screen and down into the little sewer tunnel. Hell yeah, Frank J, the 300. My brother. We're gonna start doing it. Every time I get a private ride, my thing gonna pop on my screen. It's gonna go. That's my notification. I'm in the sewer now, baby. Hell yeah. I got a private ride. I'm off screen. Man. Was that pigeons on the Uber Facebook chat bragging and playing they made $450 an hour. They don't need to do private rides. What? $400 to $500 said they don't need to do an hour. Said they don't need to do private. Man. Yeah, right. As you can tell, you never see a screenshot of none of that shit. You never see a screenshot of nothing these people say. He said, my son just ran here thinking I was playing Mario. I'm like, no. Mario doesn't swear like that. Mario like, shit, Luigi, I just got hit with a turtle. That shit hurt, bro. Like, what kind of Luigi is that? It's Luigi X. This is Mario Brothers X. It's like, man, I got Mario Kart. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out. They got all this shit playing in the background. Like, wait a minute. What kind of Mario is this? They're playing Ludacris in the thing. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. This is Mario Kart X. Like, man. Yeah, exactly. 400, 500 working 90 hours a week. Man. And that's what this channel here, the drivers we got on here, I'll put any driver on this channel. Any driver on this channel, I would put up against any of those pigeons in a business challenge any day of the week. I'll be like, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do private rides versus pigeons. And of course, you know what they're going to say. Well, you guys probably don't have commercial insurance. Do you plan on wrecking your car? I mean, the fact that you're using Uber for commercial insurance, and the fact that we may or may not have it, we still going to end up with like 5 times the amount of money y'all got. You think Uber's charging you 5 times the amount of what you're making in commercial insurance? If you make 400, you really think you made 2 G's? Like, no. I will stack any driver on the channel up against a pigeon, because these pigeon channels be cracking me up. Oh yeah, I did amazing this week. Uber's back. I did amazing, man. I made $400 in like 10 hours. It was crazy. I'm like, okay, so you made $40 an hour. It's like that's normally what we make in like downtime. $40 an hour, bro. We can make $40 in 30 minutes. If you're not trying to put yourself in a situation where you're making $1 a minute. $1 a minute. It's only $60 an hour, but it's a great idea. If you can somehow get $1 a minute and you can average that all day, you got $120 in every 2 hours. If you go in 4 hours, you should have $240 in like 4 hours, $240. And that's an easy day. $240 in 4 hours, an easy day. You're done for the day. Like, dude, I just made $240. I'm cool. You can go kick back and relax. Every day don't got to be a $500-$600 day. If you can do $240 in about 4 hours of driving, the rest of your day you can use to do laundry, grocery shopping, clean up, whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to do 10-hour days every day for the rest of my life. I'm really not. So private clients, like I said, my private clients keep me way too busy to be sitting around messing with, trying to be on the apps, making money for the apps while I'm doing my private. I'm too busy for that, way too busy. And plus, when PAX officially drops how it's supposed to, because even the other night doing PAX all night, when it actually drops, people are scheduling us like crazy. Our schedule's going to fill up so fast. And people don't realize how fast the schedule fills up. There's so much money to be made out there. Everybody thinks Uber and Lyft are the only options. It's so much money out there, so much money. And once you start marketing yourself on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you're going to see how much money is really out there. There's no way. I don't even drive the apps. And I'm making more money. Like I said, I showed y'all my account. I'm making more money now than I made even driving the apps like a bat out of hell. Because all the money I made was going into maintenance, repairs, gas. Now it's like the money just sitting in my account now. Client drive around maybe a quarter of a tank. I'm like, damn, I just made like $400-$500 on a quarter of a tank. Shit, what the hell? Quarter of a tank, $400-$500. Driving Uber Lyft, you might make $100-$125 on a quarter of a tank. Whole tank of gas gone, you just make $500 on a whole tank of gas. This shit, you make like 2-3 G's on a tank of gas because you ain't going nowhere. Just every few days, you're like, hey man, I just made $300-$400 a day. Do something else, $300-$400. Like Joker man, go out and do something else, $300-$400. Keep doing it, man, over and over. But with the way these pigeons are out there, they'll never get out of the hole. Oh yeah. Being a full-time UberX driver is hustling backwards. They don't get it, Daytona, man. They don't even get it. They don't even see it because, like I said, YouTube hides this channel. Because right now, the only way these corporations are staying in the business is because of these backwards hustlers. That's the only way they're staying in business. And they will tell people who watch their channel, well, this is how it's supposed to be done because, I signed up and I'm abiding by the TOS. The terms of service says that I got to stay an Uber driver if I download the Uber app. I can't just not Uber drive if I download the terms of service. I'm like, bro, these terms of service have gone to court and gotten ripped up so many times in court for being illegal documents. DoorDash, look at them. Do you abide by their term? I abide by the DoorDash terms of service, but they're stealing your tips. They don't even abide by their terms of service. So how are you telling me that to abide by terms of services of corporations that don't even abide by their own terms of services? I've said this so many times in videos. Why do you abide by terms of services from corporations that don't even abide by their own? They say the tips are 100% yours, but yet they pay you a fare, take the fare away and use the tip as the fare. That means the tip is not 100% yours. Your tip became your fare. That's like me saying, I'm gonna give you a $1,000 bonus at the end of the year. I don't pay you all year. At the end of the year, I give you $1,000. Here's your bonus. Where's my salary at though? I gave you a $1,000 bonus, but you were supposed to pay me a salary. I gave you a $1,000 bonus. So they basically stole all your salary and gave you your bonus that they promised they was gonna give you. That's what a tip is. They take away your salary, but say, hey, since this person gave you a $20 tip, we're gonna give you $5 extra. Bro, but he gave me 20 extra. Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. We're gonna use 15 of that as the fare, and we're gonna give you 5 of it as a tip. Yeah, but they gave me a $20 tip. Yeah, we're gonna use 15 of it as the fare. We're gonna give you $5 of it as a tip. So you got the whole 20. Well, where's the fare for you were supposed to give me a fare with that, and that was a $20 tip on top of the fare. Yeah, but we're gonna give you 15 for the fare, and we're gonna give you 5 for the tip. They don't even abide by their own TOS. So how are you going to ask me, an independent contractor, to abide by the terms of services of a company that's stealing from us right in our faces, and we can prove it 1,000,000 times over? I even wear a shirt saying, oh yeah, We got a crack windshield got to attend to. There you go. There you go, Abby. Go get it. I even wear shirts saying Uber and Lyft steals fares and tips. I've been wearing that shirt for almost 2 years probably. And I'm sitting there telling folks, and they be in comments, and you already know. They be in, oh, you can't prove that they steal your tip. You can't prove they steal your tip. I'm like, this has got to be an app employee in our comments. Got to be. You can't prove they steal the tips. I get 100% of my tips. Then why did they just get sued for stealing tips if they don't steal tips? I mean, all I got to do is have you as their fucking spokesperson. They don't steal tips, Your Honor. I get 100% of my tips. Okay, we're gonna live in this goofy ass person right here. We're gonna take your goofy ass word as bond for DoorDash, saying DoorDash doesn't steal tips. Uber and Lyft don't steal tips. Since your goofy ass walked in and said it, we're gonna just let that rest the case. That rests the whole case. Well, how did Uber and Lyft and DoorDash win their cases on those stolen tips? I had this goofy ass driver walk in there. Uber and Lyft don't steal tips. I get 100% of my tips. DoorDash don't steal tips. I get 100% of my tips. Case closed. They don't steal tips. We got proof of it. This idiot right here. It's like, man, we'd be like, bro, so many people have gotten their tips stolen right in their faces. It's like, man. Oh, Micah came in the building. Micah Briggs said, hey, I found your channel this past weekend on February 28th. Did a private ride Friday and Saturday. For maybe 2.5 hours of work. I made $238 in a Honda CR-V. Bam. $100 an hour. $100 an hour in a Honda CR-V. Do not tell me you need a black SUV. This is proof right here when I tell people, stop thinking this content is always about black SUV. Sure, I drive one, but I also drive a car. This content is about building yourself. Micah just said it. $100 an hour in a Honda CR-V. And oh yeah, I don't resonate with your content no more, Jeff. Because all you talk about is black SUV. I can't resonate with your content no more. What? What you mean you can't? Yeah, because all you talk about is black SUV. Then you ain't listening. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting. You looking at the car. You're not looking at the message. You're looking at the car. Micah walks in the building. Man, 2.5 hours of work, $130, $238. You're listening. You're not paying attention to the car, Micah. You're actually listening to what's going on this channel. Appreciate that, brother. Some people don't see it, bro. They don't see it. They see a black SUV on, oh, this is a black SUV. Let me get out of here. This is a black SUV. And they pigeons driving around for cheap ass rides all day. It's like, this ain't a black SUV channel. This is a growth channel. It's a growth channel. This is what year is your CR-V? Yeah. Yep, exactly. Hey, Eric said the same thing, man. Said, I've had a router show me the tip that left and didn't match what the app said they left. Yep. Man. Had a guy who Venmo me yesterday, $50 yesterday because Lyft would not allow him to enter 50 on the app. Good. I'm glad you got them Venmos in the car, man. Glad you got them QR codes. Because like I said, man, everybody that swings to this channel, when you listen to a video and you listen to the drivers, the actual people in the chat, look at the comments, you see people are driving 2021 CR-Vs. They're driving Camrys. They're driving Altimas. They're driving Mercedes, Toyota. They're driving everything on this channel. And they're like, man, I just did a $90 ride. App was trying to pay me $32. That wasn't a black SUV. People getting black SUV rates in regular cars now. You got to know how to sell your shit. So how you sitting up here crying, well, I ain't got no black SUV. I can't get no $50 an hour. I can't get no $100 an hour. This ain't the channel you need to be on then. This ain't it. If that's your whole mentality that you need a certain car to make a certain amount, I was making this shit with the Beamer. When I had the Jeep, I was making $100 an hour. I made what? $3,600? And that was just on the apps. $3,600 during the waste management using that low ass BMW. $3,600 in 5 days. And I was only working like 8-9 hours a day. One day I think I did 10 or 11 hours. I can't remember. One day I did about 10 or 11 from start to finish because there was a lot of parties that night. It was a Saturday or something like that. Every other night, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7. That was it. Easy. $3,600 in 5 days. 5 days, $3,600. A car. People who watch this channel see how growth works. They go, oh, this is what it is. I just got to go talk to the client, let the client know, here's my car, this is what I do. You need to get to the airport, you need this, you need that. Next thing you know, you send in $100 an hour. Using it, and you like, bro, I ain't even got no black SUV. My car is silver. I just paid $100 in the past hour. I got a silver car. What the hell? Because you listening, you getting it. A lot of these people, they don't get it, man. That day, them people said that shit on my comment. I fell out laughing. Bro, I used to watch you, man, but I don't resonate with your channel anymore because all you talk about is black SUV. I don't resonate with that. Oh, you don't resonate with growth. That's what I'm seeing. I see right through that shit. So I'm driving a Lamborghini, still getting $1.50 a mile with a $10 surge on top. I don't know why I can't make my Lambo payment. Uber's not paying me for $1.50 a mile with a $10 surge. Man, that's just funny. But Daytona, you got it, man. This is a growth channel, testimonial channel, man. And it gives people like the truth about what's out there. No fudge shit about, every time they open an Uber app, they claim they're getting bangers all over the place. We see the shit coming through Uber and Lyft. But yeah, man, I did a ride yesterday on Uber. Yeah, man, I got like $90, for going fucking 20 miles on Uber. Yeah, right. Oh, my cousin, he got $100 for going, 60 miles on Uber. Yeah, right. Because they trying to pay us, what, 85, 84 to go all the way to Tucson in Excel? Wait a minute, you trying to pay me $84, but they're collecting $230, $323. That's what they're collecting. $323 is what they collecting, $323. But they're paying us $84 out of it. I'm like, hell no. I'm not going down there for no $323. I mean, for no $84, you collecting $323. Man. This is my pick out since I say dog doo-doo. No, that's funny shit. Oh yeah, and that's what it is, man. Everyone has a different starting point. Is where you go that matters. Man, and like I said, Billy, there's people that come on this channel. They see how the content is flowing and they get overwhelmed, man. They get overwhelmed. They see real money. They see real dollars. They see real drivers, real independent contractors that got real hearts, real business plans, real minds. And that shit is overwhelmed. From when you sit around and wake up in the morning and turn on the app and wait on a ping, you waiting on a ping, and you went from waiting on a ping to developing a business plan, developing customer service skills, coming up with a sales pitch, having to schedule your private rides. This shit overwhelms them. And they thinking they $100,000 a year people. They think they $100,000 a year people, but they waiting on pings. Uber need to be paying us $100,000 a year. Lyft need to be paying us $100,000 a year. You waiting on pings, waiting 80 hours a week, waiting on pings, thinking you worth $100,000 a year. No, you're not going to get that working on 80 hours a week. You want to make that money. There's a way to do it. Serious Black Hustle said, just finished my review. Still have a W-2. I know it. Good job, brother. Good job. They probably like, yeah, we hear that podcast you're on. You might want to turn that shit off when you're in the building. Man. But I tell people, man, when they on these apps and they're driving, thinking that they're really doing, and like I said, I don't know how. I don't think I'm a member of it. But there's a couple of Facebook groups that's Uber Lyft, like Los Angeles, Uber Lyft, different places and shit like that. It'll come through my thing, and I'll see what these people are talking about. Like I said, I don't even comment. I'll be like, this shit's fucking crazy. I'm like, yeah, man, I just made $36. It only took me like 52 minutes, man. That's $36 an hour, bro. I'm fucking killing it today. I'm like, yeah, them people probably paid about $90 total an hour. Between the two people you took, probably paid about $90 an hour. They each paid $45 for each ride, and you end up getting 36 out of the 90. You're killing it. Because they go from making pings to saying, I want $100,000 a year taking pings. You're saying, I got to develop my own business. I got to market myself. I got to buy my own business marketing material. I got to, come up with a sales pitch. I got to be on time and schedule things. Man, shit. I ain't doing that. Nah, I just stay on Uber and Lyft, man. It's easier to stay on Uber and Lyft. Because not everybody's going to be ready for business, man. Not everybody going to be ready for business. I'm trying to convert this pigeon over from the dark side. Remember his name, Thick Vato. I want to see if he converts and see the light. I know it's funny. Thick Vato. Last week I made $500 in 2 days because the Lyft was offering $110 for 50 rides, but I drove less than 300 miles. And that was on a Monday and Thursday and on slower days. Oh yeah, sometimes you got to do that, man. You got to capital. And I got a video showing me capitalizing on the Lyft bonus. So for people that say, oh, you don't drive Lyft because you don't got to in your city. Oh, they put the bonus out there. It was giving us $6 per ride bonus. $6 per ride. It was from like 5 a.m. to like 3 p.m. every day. Oh, trust me. I got them bonuses. Shit. I think I made like what, $2,200 that week, and that was just on the app, not even the cash. $2,200 just doing, and I don't think I worked what, 31 hours or 35 hours, something weird like that. It was like low hours, like 35 hours. Imagine going to a W-2 and getting paid. You work 35 hours, which is part-time, and somebody gives you $2,200 check, a $2,200 check for you working 35 hours. That's basically what smart drivers get. When we see bonuses and shit pop up like that, oh, we gonna go get it. We gonna go get it. And there's a lot of people out there, they're used to thinking the longer trips, oh, it's a banger. It says $65 on the screen. But break it down, bro. $65, and you just went 1 hour and 14 minutes. You went 1 hour and 14 minutes for that, man. That's crazy. We make 75 in 30 minutes. You just went 1 hour and 15 for $65, and oh yeah, man, we're killing it, man. We're killing it. That's why YouTube hides my channel, man. That's why YouTube hides my channel from people like that, because they don't all have it up here, man. They don't all have it. My channel will wake them up and scare the shit out of them. Like, oh, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. You telling me guys out here with Honda CRVs and Altimas and Maximas and shit like that are making fucking Uber Black money? Yeah. And what are the Uber Black drivers doing? What are the Black SUV drivers doing? They're mad because they used to brag and be able to put down car drivers. Oh yeah, got a fucking Black SUV, motherfucker. Yeah. I make like 400 a day easy every day. I make 400 a day easy. This is easy. I make, $50, $60 an hour every day. Yeah, I'm Uber Black. Now somebody with just a little white Nissan rolling up. Yeah, I got 4 privates today. I'll be making 600. What do you mean? What do you mean 4 privates and you're making 600? You got a little white, Nissan Sentra. Yeah, I'm getting, my private clients are paying me. Man, I got a Black SUV. I'm better than you. Well, you're getting paid less than me. And your note is more than mine. And your maintenance is more than mine. And your fuel is more than mine. And I'm making more than you. And I got a little white Nissan sitting right here. These Black SUV drivers are pissed off. They don't like this channel. They don't. You don't see a lot of them on this channel for that reason. A lot of the Black SUV drivers used to go brag about what they made on all these channels all over the internet. They would brag. Everybody's bragging. You come to the barbecue, you might be the Black SUV on the channel getting paid less than everybody else because the barbecue is different. And I even said, even when I drive, I said, I know I will not be the highest paid driver. I won't be, because I know there's drivers out there really on their grind, really getting their shit together. There's drivers out there really doing it, and they don't have Black SUVs. I'm happy to admit somebody with a normal car can go out with that normal car and sell their services for more than what I can get on Black SUV. I'm happy because that shows potential. That shows that we are winning the war. We are fighting back. Even with the small cars, we're fighting back. So when you don't see Black SUVs showing up on my channel, it's because they're kind of embarrassed. Because they're like, wait a minute. So you telling me I just paid $92,000 for this car, $92,000 for this Black SUV, and I'm not even making what a fucking Altima makes? You really gonna tell me that to my face? Hey, I'm gonna let the Altima tell you. Altima got $100 client they finna go pick up, then 125 after, then 65 after that, then 245s after that. I'm just telling you that Black SUVs don't like it on this channel. They come over here and feel little. They feel little. In order to feel bigger, what you gonna do? Tell us how big your car note is? Yeah, motherfucker, I'm paying $1,013 a month for this big ass truck. Cool story, bro. It's like, cool story. But there's somebody over here with a small ass car, not paying shit, probably paying $300 a month for that car, making the same amount you paying, doing nothing but private rides. Black SUVs don't like this channel because we tell the game how it should be told. You can't have a Black SUV and brag over here. It's hard to brag over here. That's why I tell people we keep it 100. We tell people what we make with the trucks, what we make with the cars, what we make with the clients, how we make it, and we put that to all tiers. I've said so many times on this channel, tiers don't matter. What matters is your sales pitch and you getting out there in community and letting these people know you're there to serve them. $45 rides, $90 rides, in cars. Black SUVs come on this channel and be like, oh shit, we used to brag all the time, man. Fuck, our Black SUV rates are same as what these cars are fucking making on this channel. Man, let's get out of here. It's like, yeah, you ain't gonna fit in over here. You ain't gonna fit in. If you come to brag over here, you ain't gonna fit in. Because I'm telling you right now, there's somebody right now in a car. I mean, even Bighorn Kev. Kev ain't drove on the apps. He drove once or twice in the past 60 days. You tell me what black SUV hasn't used the apps in the past 60 days. Black SUVs live on these apps. That's all they can do is live on these apps. You got somebody like Kev, he's making black SUV money and not even using an app. So it's hard for black SUVs to come over here and brag. It's hard. It's hard work. Oh yeah, man, I made fucking, $96 an hour because on my damn Uber app, on my Lyft app. I'll show y'all right here. This is what I made on Lyft. I'll show you. Let me go find this shit right here. Where is it at? Last week on Lyft, using black rides only, black and black, I made $76.90 an hour, $76.90 an hour. Honda CRV is beating me by $30 an hour right now. I'm black SUV on Lyft. Honda CRV is beating me. A 2021 Honda CRV is beating me by $30 an hour. Let me go back again. The week before that was $78.70. Honda CRV is beating me again. Honda CRV is beating a Live Black and Live Black SUV. Let me go back again. $95.84. $95.84. I am $5 less than a Honda CRV on Live Black and Live Black SUV. It's hard for black to come over here and brag. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you being a member, brother. It's hard. It's hard for black and black SUV drivers to come over here and brag. That's why you don't see a lot of them on this channel. You can't. These are real drivers. These are real contractors on this channel. The barbecue, we don't bring no bullshit. Everybody on here is New York strip steaks. Everybody over here is T-bone steaks. Everybody over here is sirloin steaks. No car don't matter. The driver is what matters, man. The drivers matter. We've proven that shit on this channel. I show you numbers on this channel. We got drivers telling you what they're making, $238 in 2.5 hours. I'm showing you what Lyft is paying me, $76 an hour. How does a white Honda CRV make more than a black SUV? Because the white CRV driver is an intelligent, independent contractor who has private clients. These motherfucking pigeons stuck on these apps are making $76. These apps ain't paying, and I got black SUV. So don't say this is a black SUV channel. No. This is a driver's channel over here. We get it, man. We get it. And it's like, oh, thank you, brother. My brother Jose. Say people like you for your creator, man. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Unless Jamil, he has McDonald's nuggets in his ride. Once I made $235 driving 95 miles on the gig apps. And that's the thing, Green Cobra. You got to get a lot of surge, a lot of bonus. There's got to be a certain period of time. But if you want something to rely on, like everybody has always said, the apps are very inconsistent. They don't pay you consistently. You can be deactivated any minute. So you guys got to keep downloading all your money in case they just freeze your account for whatever reason. Some rider might, oh yeah, this person assaulted me in the car. He touched my leg. And then it froze your fucking money. You got $600 frozen because some liar and said, he touched my leg. Until you show the live stream showing your hands was on the steering wheel the whole time. Well, I guess, we're going to reactivate you. Yeah, well, you held up my $600 for 3 weeks. Motherfucker, I had to figure out what to do for 3 weeks. You held up my $600. Nobody want to live like that. Like I said, you can get $235 for driving 95 miles, and it shit happens. It happens once every blue moon. You want that consistency. When these apps are inconsistent, you've got private clients that'll say, I need you this day, this day, this day, which reminds me to look at my phone. Because I know some of my clients, they be hitting me up. And I'll be on this live stream going. I'll be going. See, that's my client right there. She's like, yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. Yes, ma'am. There we go. She says tomorrow, 10:45 at my house, confirming. Yes, ma'am. Let me go in here. I always show her where I got this thing at. Let me copy this. Go here. I got to screenshot it because I like to show her that I already got it set. I already got it set for already in my phone. Just had to copy paste it. Let me go in here. I was like, already had it set. Already had it set. I just had to copy paste to show it to her because she don't be like, Yep. That's my client. She just makes sure I'm picking her for the airport tomorrow at 10:45. I'm like, yep, already had it set. So I had to send her. This is what I sent her. Like, she's cool. Wait a minute. Hold up for a second. That should be way too bright. There we go. There she said, tomorrow, 10:45 at my house, confirming. I said, yep, I got you. So I sent her a screenshot of my actual alarm because I already had the alarm set for 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I get up at 8, I'll give me some breakfast, I'll wipe the car, and now sometimes I'm already up at 5 in the morning, but I always say 8 just in case I don't want to oversleep. So if I wake up at like 5, 6 in the morning, I'm already up, wipe the car down, shower, eat and everything, bam. Then I'm going, man. Oh yeah. So a lot of the black SUV drivers drive for chauffeur companies, not for their clients. Yep, exactly. So do you think it's worth doing Uber Black? I don't want commercial plates in my BMW. My opinion is no. To me, it's not worth it. If you go get your own business license to get your own insurance, you might as well, because they're going to make you get commercial insurance for Uber Black. You might as well have your own client base, because now you're paying $700 a month for insurance, plus you're paying Uber for commercial insurance. You're paying for 2 insurance policies at the same time, but you're getting paid less. So you're driving Uber Black, like I just showed you Black on mine, $76 an hour, $95 an hour. You could do private rides for way higher than that at a consistent basis. Get your commercial license, get your own business license, and just do your own thing. You don't got to worry about Uber Black. You can have Uber Black run in the background if you feel like it, but I wouldn't rely on it. I wouldn't make it reliable, because you're going to end up getting what I get, $76 an hour. You might get, $80 an hour. You go private, you're getting $150 to $200 an hour private. That's what's going to cover your commercial insurance, because you're going to have to, Uber's going to take a huge chunk for their commercial policy, plus you're taking a chunk every day to pay for your own commercial policy. So that's only eating into your profits at the same time. So the most you can do is get their Black clients and say, hey, I want to make you mine. Here's my card. This is what I do. And just kind of say, hey, you know what? I want to be paid better. You want a top scale driver. I'm a top tier driver. Here's my card. And that will cover all your insurance. That will cover everything right there. But if it was up to me, I'll be turning Comfort and Excel and all them into Black lines. Like I drive Uber, and I even got videos of me driving Uber Excel. So I show up to pick these people up Uber Excel to take them all the way to the stadium. This was a long time ago, and I took them to the stadium. I converted them at the moment. I was right there at the moment. I took them to dinner, and I got this on video. I took this, and I even let people hear me pitch. When they got in the car, I said, hey, man, you know what? They're not paying the dude. Oh, bro, I understand. I got the video of people actually hearing me pitch this guy in my car. Converted the ride on the spot, canceled the Uber ride, converted it for cash, took them to dinner. He says, man, can you come pick us up for dinner? I said, I can come pick y'all up for dinner. He was like, dude, can you also come take us to the game? We got to go to a game tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I can take you and pick you up from the game tomorrow too. He says, cool, you know, I drive right there on the spot, right there. I got the video with me pitching this person, and it's somewhere in my playlist. And right on the spot, he converted that ride, also the ride back from dinner, also the game to and from the next day. I mean, I think I probably made about $300 off them. Made about $300. And he was going to pay Uber way more than that had he tried to choose Black SUV. If he would have chose Black SUV, what exactly he was driving in, he would have probably ended up paying like $600-700 for that. No telling. To the game and back, even after the game, I think they paid me like $150 after the game. I got to look through my thing to see. And it's like, they paid me $150 each way and the $300 round trip there. That dinner that night was about, I don't know, I think it was $160. So I'm making $460 off of them. I made about $460. They would have probably paid Uber Black SUV a whole lot more. So I ended up helping them get the Black ride service, and they were just Excel. They were just Uber Excel. I got them off of Uber Excel. They weren't Comfort or anything like that. They loved it. Had the kids with them and everything. So that's what I'll say, man. If you want to use Uber Black, you're going to have your own commercial insurance and all that shit anyways. Make them all your clients, man. Because that's the only way you're going to get paid. You're not going to get paid driving under the umbrella of the people stealing our tips, stealing our fares, lying about surge and bonuses. You're not going to make it nowhere. These people are getting richer and richer and richer. Drivers are getting worse off. We're still settling lawsuits right now for stealing tips, for stealing fares. How are we still settling that shit in 2025? Because they never get dinged with nothing. They do the crime, make a ton of money from it, then they settle for a fraction of it. It's a profitable business. Stealing from us is profits for them. There's no way they're fined more than what they stole. No way. They probably stole 50 to 60 million, but they're fined 17 million. So that's a $33 million windfall. They just made 33 million in profits. They're like, bro, we've been doing this shit for a long time. We done did this across the boards for everybody. That's only in New York. They done did this across the board for everybody. So they're like, shit, we making a killing right now. If we can steal from these drivers, turn around, and only have to pay a little bit back, bro, that's a business model. And we just keep settling. Nobody's ever found guilty. We just keep settling, keep settling, keep settling. Nobody's ever found guilty of any crime because we're going to say it's not a crime. We'll settle. We won't admit crime. We'll just say you guys are probably on the right track and we'll settle. It's a business. These dudes are racketeering. It's a business. I got a whole video about racketeering. This is what they're doing. And they got attorneys involved. They got government officials involved. Everybody's getting kickbacks. They don't care about contractors. So why should we care about the TOS? I don't care about their fucking agreement. I really don't. I grab my cards. I get in the truck, keep it clean, hand out flyers. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Make sure you take care of everything. Because if these people going to sit up there and play us and steal from us and take from us and expect us to abide by their little plantation economic agreement, nah, it's not happening. Nope. This crazy dog is wimping outside the door. Hold up for a second. Oh, what do you want, buddy? Get back. Oh, all right. I knew you was like whimpering out there. I knew you was whimpering. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, all right, there you go. This is Crazy Seeker. Yep. The microphone's out, buddy. The microphone's up. Hey. Jill. Oh, yeah. Hey. And Serious Black Thought, the best time to pitch is when you got a couple or a group. Because sometimes when you're only driving one person, that one person feels weird. But when you pitch to a couple or a group, they feel a whole lot more secure because there's more of them than it is of you. So I love pitching to a couple. Because they're like, oh, cool. Love pitching to a group. They're like, oh, cool. What are you doing? Huh? Look at that. Who's that on camera? Who's that? You out there behaving? You out there tearing people up? You out there being bad? I can hear you. Yeah, but I definitely, man, always pitch to a couple because it's a lot easier. And like I said, when I hand them a card, I always say, hey, make sure you take a picture of this card and you guys keep it between each other. Because if you lose the card and you don't lose it, okay. And sometimes you can say, hey, do me a favor. Let me text you guys so I can let you know if I'm in the area. If you guys are going to dinner, I'll just let you know. I'll text you where I am in about 30, 40 minutes to let you know if I'm in the area so I can come back and get you. And I go, okay, cool, no problem. That's how you get their number instead of you giving them their number. So now you got their contact information. He's like, listen, let me get your number because I'm going to text you guys back in about 30, 45 minutes to let you know I'm back in the area. So if you need a ride, you can just use me. Oh, cool. Okay, what's the number? 480. And bam, you just got their phone number that quick. So now they're in your client list and you don't got to wait till they call you back. When they're wrapping up dinner, you can text them right now on the spot while you got them in the car. Text them real quick. Just put your name in there. Bam. Jeff, Black Expedition driver. And as soon as you text that in there, they know who it is when they open it after dinner. Hey, text Jeff back. Hey, Jeff, this is Tony. Hey, man, are you still in the area, man? We need a ride or whatever. Yeah, I'll come back and get you. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be right around the corner. I'm like right around the corner, not too far. Let me work through traffic. Okay. You sleeping? Yeah, I'm standing there going to sleep. You sleeping? What you doing? This dude he's the baddest dog ever, man. That's why his ass don't like being around them other dogs. He probably did something. Yesterday, Bear got mad at him, started chasing him. You too bad, man. You're a bad dog, dude. Always doing some bad shit. You need to relax. See, look at you, always biting. Ow. Ow. I know it, buddy. I know it. Yep, this is old Crazy Ziggy. This dog, I found this dog on a bus stop last year, man, and he's still here. He ain't left yet. Bad seeker. I know it. What are you out there doing? You're like a dingbat. You're like a bat, huh? He's about to do something bad. I can already tell. When he starts panting, he's ready to do something bad. So yeah. Wow, I do almost the same thing. I have 4 different group chats of 20 students each. Send them text every Friday morning for the weekend. Message of humor and inspiration to get them hyped. That's funny. Also send texts on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'll be in the area for a few hours at night. Smart. And you let them know. Because a lot of people think that you're going to be far away. So it's like, oh, man, I'll be right there. It's been a year. No, I think a year would be like in August, either July or August. I don't even know. Look at him. He's got little bat teeth. Look at his teeth. It's like he's got bat teeth. Come here. Let me show you something. Show him your bat teeth. Look, he's got bat teeth. Stop it. Show me your bat teeth. He looks like a fucking straight bat, man. Straight bat. I know it. Let me see your teeth. Let me see. He won't let me show him that. Usually he won't do it. He'll just let me show. He keeps licking my hand now. Show your bat teeth. Stop it. Stop it. I know it. You got those crazy, and like his bottom row, I swear I wish I could take a picture of his teeth. His bottom row is like sticking up here and his top row goes in the back. And I swear he looks just like a straight bat. You're a bat. You're a bat. You know that. You're a bat. You're a bat. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Serious Black Dog, man. We got to go out there this year and get that money, brother. Get that money. Oh, I just look at the time. We have been online for 3 hours and 20 minutes, almost a 3.5 hour live. Man, I appreciate you guys, man. Even the dogs are like, hey, come outside and play. Yeah, so quit licking my hand. Stop. There's nothing in it. I have nothing in my hand. But, yep, this dog, he's starting to like me now. He used to be bad. Now he's starting to chill out and be a little bit better. He's still super hyper, but for the most part, it's my buddy. This is my little buddy right here. He's the only dog I pick up because the other dogs are way too heavy. And he's bad. He's always panting like he's ready to get in trouble. He's like, let's go, let's go. You be hyper, huh? You be super hype. Super hype. Super hype. He's crazy. Man, but no, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to end up ending this live stream, man. We had a nice, great conversation today. This is March, and I already said I will be doing more live streams in March than in any month. March Madness. Get to these bars. Make sure you pass out your card to people in bars. If you can, talk to the bar manager or talk to some of the waitresses. See if they'll hand you a card. So go give them a card. Look at that. Look at that. Big Mark said, man, I had lunch and nap and everything. I'm still up. That's funny shit. So go give the waitresses a card, give the bar manager a card or something like that, and just say, hey, listen, if anybody here, you got somebody who's kind of like wasted, you don't want them to drive home, you guys don't want to be liable for an accident or something like that, here's my card, man. I'm always around. Just shoot me a text. I'll come to the bar and pick people up and see if there's a way that, somebody at the bar can even help with the tab sometime. Let's say they got somebody drunk and they'd be like, you know what, we could put a ride on your credit card, but we'll just pay the driver when he gets here. So his name's Kev. So the person's like, yeah, just put it on my card. Put it on my card. Cool. Put $30 on the credit card. When you get there, they'll give you $30. That's the way to do it. And you can tell the bartender, hey, listen, if they don't got Uber, they don't got Lyft on their phone, but they got a bar tab running, just be like, listen, we just put it on your bar tab. We'll just put, rideshare. But a bar tab says rideshare. Cool. Then they just give it to you. And when you get there, they just cash app you, Venmo you something. I don't know. Give you cash in hand. But like, hey, he already paid on the credit card. So we just took cash out the cash register. This is what he paid. He paid us $30 for a ride. So here's the $30. Somehow we can work it out with them. So you go there, you pick them up. They've already been paid for the ride. They transfer you the cash. You pick up the guy or the girl. You're out of there. Good deal. Everybody wins, man. Everybody wins. This dude, he's ready to take a nap already too. Look at him. Fighting sleep. You fighting sleep. You nuts. What are you doing, Seekabed? You fighting sleep, bud? You fighting sleep? Are you tired? You want to go to the store? Huh? Where you want to go? Yeah, I got to go finish this yard anyways. But appreciate you guys. Thank you, Bitcoin Kev, for the super chats, brother. Man, I got to get out of here. Today's going to be a very eventful day. I got 2 clients tomorrow. Yep, 2 clients tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning. One of them's actually on Hum, so I'm going to tell you guys how that one goes on the next video. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, probably do a live stream later in the day. But I just dropped out a couple of videos this morning, so check those out. One is the one about the commercial that I did 2 years ago. So check it out. Start trying to market yourself, advertise yourself, especially for March Madness. Especially for March Madness. Appreciate you, Jose. Thank you, Big Orange Kev. All right, Derek, man, you guys be easy out there, man. I'm going to go play with this crazy critter. Finna go give him some snacks because he keeps jumping up in my lap. I will hit y'all up later. We got more live streams to go this month, man. Let's get it going.